Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the hosts of the SWA Happy Hour, Dom and Chris.
Hey everybody, how the hell you doing? Chris will be here soon. He had to completely reboot his computer. So I'm here with my computer fresh. I always shut down my computer before we do a broadcast because everything always goes wrong. But he's going to be here soon. How's everybody doing this evening? Hello, Mr. Chatters. And hello, Justine. And hello, Kurt. Hello, Camellia. Hello, Sandy Kirk. I'm one half of the dynamic team of what's his name? Chris and Dom. Dom and Chris. Hey, Brad, what's going on, pal? Good to see you, bro. Everybody, make sure you tune in to Brad's, what is it, Saturdays, 9:05 for music and merriment. Brad, you always sounded awesome, dude. Hope everything is good with you people. Hey, what's up, Hugh? It's time for the mozzarella. Oh, speaking of mozzarella, I got to tell you, this was a very proud moment for this Italian's life. We had baked ziti for dinner the other night. And so, the first time we had it, my wife made it. It's pretty damn good for an Irish woman. But I was like, what makes it like really good? You take a cold spoon of, ricotta and you put it on top, or you people say ricotta cheese, So that's the way we do it now. You get your plate of hot ziti and you put a cold spoon of ricotta cheese on top and you mix it all up, makes it extra creamy. And my young son or my eldest son saw us doing it. He was like, I want to try that. And he did it. And oh man, he's hooked. He's like Guinea all the way. Love it. Love it. So, while waiting for Chris to come up, hey, what's up, Michael Songs? Oh, he's driving home. Please, Mike, watch it driving. Focus on the road. Well, we are waiting Chris to join us. We are going to play Chris's favorite song from tonight's featured artist, which is Mr. Gary Hubs. I like to call him the Hubster. Everyone see Jade Show today, and he premiered his new video. Awesome. Oh, that's right, Brad, 10:05, because of, right, most parts of the world do not do the stupid time zone change like we do. Like, we can't, in our heads, just figure everything's later or not. It's a pain in the ass, but what are you going to do? That's the way it is here in America. So anyway, we are going to play Chris's favorite song from Gary Hubs first, and hopefully he will be here by then. All right, here we go. How do we do this? Here we go. Present arms. It's not that one. There it is. Turn that shit up.
in my name. I got accustomed to after rest. I got a power head. I made my name out of violence and lies it out. I live my life in the edge. Deal's gonna be made, and I get paid. Keep my reputation safe. I dig your shallow grave. They tried to get in my business with all my skin in a game. They even tried to stand in my way, and then they fell all the same. Now there's more to the story. With my guard down the game, I just got what was coming to me, and now the candles burning my name. Deals done, decisions made, and I get paid. To keep my reputation safe, I dig your shallow grave. Count all the mistakes I made, and all the friends I laid to waste. Decisions that were made in haste from my shallow grave.
All right. Hello, Mr. Lane.
Hi.
How are ya?
Better
What the
now.
hell happened, dude?
Computer just, I'm logging on and it just went
Yeah.
no audio and the screen was funky and I was like, really? Are we going to do that? Really? And the
course.
answer was yeah.
It was a big yes.
Yeah, the answer
work
was
much
no
like-
question.
Computers much like cats in that way. They're gonna do what they want to do, and there ain't much you can do about it. I've gotten in the habit.
suck it.
I always like if I know I am going to live stream the next day. I always shut my computer completely off that night, and I always put my acoustics in the case for the night. Oh, speaking of, there he is, tonight's featured artist. Everyone, Gary Hubbs. Great show with
Hello, Mr.
Jade.
Hubbs.
Your premiere was fucking killer, dude. Loved it.
Without a doubt, I mean, the song, and, I've been banging on the guy. Please make new original music. And so that song kicked ass, Gary. Really loved it.
It was really good. Yeah, it was really good, bro.
The only thing that was just slightly better than that is when he said, man, I hope my wife's not out getting a hot dick inside her. And then, boom, he lost the stream. That's the greatest mic drop of all time. It was,
funny.
I mean, everybody was dying. I literally spit coffee. I got to tell you, I'm like,
Maybe that's why your computer wasn't working.
maybe, yeah, I got a
Yeah.
little in the keyboard there.
Possibly. Too funny.
It was a great stream.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I only caught some of it. I mean, it's early. I was playing with my kids, but I tried
Yeah.
to catch as much as I could. How you doing, Zach?
I was
Jacques,
there for the
welcome.
entire time, and it was fabulous in every way. Loved it.
Yeah, basically like anything. Well, anything in the early afternoon. Leela, Valerie, Rua. If I'm there, I'm usually at work, so it's on my
Right.
computer. I'm good. But between like 4 to like 8 o'clock, if I'm around, I'm just on my phone. It doesn't sound good. I can't see the screen.
No, I hear
That's when
you.
But
Well, I was home
every
because had a snow day today.
oh, you had it was friggin' 73 degrees here today.
OMG. I've got, when I measured at about 11 o'clock, I had 11 and a half inches.
Really?
And it was a thick, heavy snow, so it had
We should
compacted down.
make
It's
that
still
into a
snowing.
we
yeah,
should make
and-
that into a little clip for you.
Well,
I
I
had
tried.
11 and a half inches.
That I was doing some video stuff, and that may have been what gagged the computer. But yeah, and just for the ladies out there, this wasn't a man's, it's 7 inches and it's 3.5. No, I got out the ruler. It was legit 11 and a half.
Do you have a photo of the ruler?
I didn't think to photo the ruler.
Yeah, see.
But I'll
if you're
do it
gonna-
tomorrow
you
because
should-
it's
tomorrow you
still
should do that.
snowing. Yeah.
Do that. You definitely look like you are having some adverse conditions because you are all grainy.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Either that
what
or
the
you're
camera
just
said.
old.
Could be both.
Could be
things
both.
could be true.
That's what I really like about March. It's like a potluck. You truly can get every season in March.
Well,
It makes it quite exciting.
and of course, Facebook has the memories thing, and it popped up 3 years ago today, same day, all kinds of crazy snow. So,
Hugh's dreaming again.
yeah, I'm just wondering. Oh, Google just told me I could try out its new AI features. Not so
Oh,
fast,
good.
Google. You were the one that was fucking up, so I'm not happy with you right at the moment.
I'd love
Google.
to get an AI of myself. Argue with it.
Yeah,
That dumb AI is such an asshole. Can't stand him.
believe this friggin' guy.
Weather across the nation, folks. It's 50 degrees and raining in Detroit.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
it hit 73. It was friggin' beautiful.
Nice.
I actually had to come home and put on shorts.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It was 53 in Denver yesterday, but we knew the storm was coming in. And oh boy, did it come in.
Kind of like a last hurrah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, and people don't realize this, April and May, or April
Weather across
and,
the world, 70 and tornadoes. Where are you at? If you're going to tell us what your weather was like, please tell us
yeah,
where you're at.
yeah. Don't leave us hanging like that.
Because his temperature's close to mine. I'm like, do I have to go board up my windows? Like Chad, you spoken like a true YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, more meatloaf. Yeah. Yeah. Some people don't get out of the house enough. I got out of the house a lot today to clean off the satellite dish and it totally collapsed I have a tomato cage thing that I do to protect my tomatoes from the hail during the summer, but heavy snow, it went, dude, I'm out. So I'm going to be rebuilding that this spring.
Yeah, that's done.
So yeah, fun weather.
Plight of man, the plight of man.
Yep.
You know,
Always
that's
fun.
why I'm trying to, I don't remember what book, but one of my favorite things, I'm fairly positive it was by Kurt Vonnegut. And in the beginning, he wrote this little thing. He was like, there will be no reference to weather in this book. And I found it to be so must be hard to do to not say it's sunny or rainy, because it's so easy to throw in.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I take that approach like I will know the weather when I go outside.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
so
and
like-
outside look out and I look to the west and see what's coming. And
Up, weather across the nation, folks. Melbourne, Australia, 73 degrees. We had the same temperature. We were temperature
go.
buddies today, Cold Acre. 73 here too.
Yep. Exactly. So
Got home
very
from
nice.
work and I had I was on one side and one son was in the backyard and I was throwing him a football and the other son was like a triangle across and throwing baseball with him.
Okay. Sports
And
balling.
you know-
Very nice.
Yeah, you know what I have to say those like when Danny and I first started, he loves football. Good God, he loves football. When I first started throwing the football with him, man, when I threw the ball, it was like,
Fluttery, yeah.
fluttering kind of, and man, I am throwing like bullets, and they're like, I could not miss him today. Like, I'm like, you could just sit down in a chair. I'm hitting you every freaking time. It was like just in doing it for like a week or two, like almost every day. I was,
Sure.
wow, how much better I have gotten. Him too. Like he's getting really good.
Well,
We've been
that's it. You
practicing
just-
like every day. We practice running plays. Like, I'm the quarterback and he runs out and Tim. It's been pretty fun.
Good.
Coming
No,
from me
that's always a
from
good thing.
a very unsports-like person. I'm like, I'm the
Well, I
guy.
played ball with my boys their entire lives. So
Yeah, I have to say it's been one of the funnest times I've had with them since they've gotten. Yeah, pretty much, man. I was on point. I was strutting at one point. I was strutting so much that I was telling them the other day. I forget what we were talking about, but when they were young, when they were like 3 and 4, I took them to get haircuts, and the barber turns to me and was like, "Your grandchildren are so polite," and I was like, "Dude, they're my fucking
oh,
kids."
that hurts.
I was hysterical after that because it's so true. It is so true. I mean, if I'm 56, they could be my grandkids. So I was telling this story the other night, and both my kids, when I was getting all full of myself, like, "Come on, Grandpa, just calm down."
Yeah, calm down, Grandpa.
It was hysterical.
Don't break a hip.
Well, yeah, that's what my eldest son said to me. He's like, "Dad, watch your neck."
Not given what you went through, that's not unreasonable.
No, that's true. It's not. Not unreasonable, Chris.
Now, I know the same thing. I feel that when I try and go out and skate anymore. It's like, how many years did you play hockey? And man, I'm creaky and clunky anymore. It's just because I started to think about, what, man, they're desperate for hockey referees here. Because the programs are exploded. I'm like, man, I could work pretty much any time I wanted and make some cash. And so I started going out and starting to get shape. It's like, oh man, nope, I got work to do. And if I fall, it's gonna hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I won't bounce as good
Weather
as I
across
used
the
to.
nation, sunny and warm in Vancouver.
That's very nice. Yep.
Gary got some fresh air. That's good.
Yes, he
Fresh
did.
air.
He got out of the house, which
Unlike Chad.
yeah, Chad
Chad
needs
the
to get out of
hermit.
the
He
house.
was like, "Ooh, the light."
Well, and
The
that's the
light
thing,
hurts.
he's experienced. He works at home, and started sometime during the pandemic. Well, I've worked at home for decades, and so yeah, when I can get a chance to get out and go play in the sunshine or get some
Yeah.
fresh air or whatever, I do it.
Well, that's usually why, so my new job, like 3 days a week, I'm usually working from home, or I have like one meeting for an hour or two.
Yeah,
But that's why I'm working a lot at night. One, it's kind of because I'm like, nobody's home. I'm going to hang up the shelves. I'm going to go food shop, like do shit
Yeah.
like that. And then, of course, when everyone comes home, I'm like, oh, I got so much work to do. And then I just like work since, so I mess around during the day and then work more at night.
well, I mean, your phone is always listening because it just popped up on my phone. It'll be 40 degrees warmer in Denver tomorrow, or 7 degrees warmer than today. I'm like, really? You just decided to randomly pop up with that, huh? So yeah, and I'm looking at the screen too, and I'm seeing how fuzzy I am. Yeah, a little bit fuzzy.
A little fuzzy.
A little fuzzy.
A little fuzzy.
I gotta get that's one of my. I may have a add to cart moment. Get a camera in there.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
doesn't
man.
suck because the built-in camera on this thing blows.
I mean, it shows the difference in. I mean, what year is yours?
17.
17 camera,
Yeah.
and this is a 23
Yeah.
camera.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
so
that is how
6 years
fast.
difference.
That is how fast the technology changes. You know.
Right. Indeed. I mean, you want to see this in high def, don't you, folks? I mean,
100%, Chris.
yeah.
100%.
Not I mean, this part's fuzzy regardless. Okay, but
Yeah, but with this camera, it's hard to tell it's even a beard.
Nostra Hugh. It's true, Hugh. Even vampires sleep.
Yeah.
During the day. I mean,
Yeah, Hugh was like, it's like, what is it, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning by Hugh? It's like some weird time.
it's some bizarre.
Some bizarre time.
Yeah, I could actually, because I have
Hey,
this
Axiom, what's going on, pal?
set up in my clock or in my phone for exactly this reason, so I always know. So let's see, what is it in Edinburgh right now? It is 2:34 in the morning.
There you go. 2:34.
So there. See, isn't technology wonderful when it works?
It really
Apple.
is.
Yeah, pricks. All right, let's remind everybody we're in Dom's chat tonight. So
We are in my chat this
if
evening,
you're
folks.
in my chat, love
You're
you.
wrong.
Get the hell out. Go over to Dom's chat.
You're not welcome.
That's right.
You're not welcome in
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Go to Dom's chat. That way we can all see one another. Did we say hi to all the good folks?
Possibly, I see more people popping
Yeah.
in, popping.
Indeed. Here's our friend Michael Songs down the road from you a little bit.
Oh, he even had a little. Yeah, I think I got 73, so 78, and delightful New Jersey.
I was gonna crack wise, but he already beat me to it. Yeah. Delightful and NJ do not go in the same sentence very often.
Yes. As
Hey.
hey, what's going on, Hibby? As
Hey,
we
Jeff.
like to, New Yorkers like to call New Jersey, it's our shipping port.
Yeah, exactly.
It's where we get all our goods shipped in.
Yep. Say hi to Epiphonium. How are you? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Epi.
We've said hi to Hugh. We've said hi to Gary and Axiom. Who else? Did you see Camelia's new song today?
I'm afraid I did not. I'll have to go
Well,
look
that's
later.
because it fooled me because it wasn't a new song. It was she recorded magpies crowing out on her lawn.
Ah,
Ooh, new song, and I went to it and I went.
you know what? I don't think I've ever heard.
I
of
like
Magpie,
birds,
so
but okay. But yeah, it was
I'd
not
be
a new
interested
song.
to hear that. Okay,
Yeah, it ended
maybe
up,
it will be.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe she could use it for atmospheric sound effects. The
Exactly.
magpies had something to say. That was for sure.
They a talking bird.
Here is the Casbricks in mass, the delightful Justine,
Hello.
and Naked Kurt.
Yeah, and hey, Jeff, I think you are the only Alaska representative. We're all telling what our weather was like. What was the weather in Alaska for you today, Jeff?
Pretty sure I got more snow today than he did because we were chatting about it earlier. But
Well, in one day's time, maybe not in
yeah,
not an accumulation.
Yeah, no, I
surely.
don't
for
think it was
surely
snowing.
no.
yeah.
Hey, Aunt Amy, how are you?
All right, good to see Aunt Amy. Zach Thong is here. Good to see you. And there's Camellia back up there. Yeah.
30,
LOL on your.
30, sunny
you
with a
fooled
light
me.
chill.
I was all excited to get a new song, and I got magpies singing.
You got magpies. At least you got magpies.
I got magpies.
There you go. So be thankful.
Yeah.
Be thankful for your magpie. So what's been
Indeed.
going on with you, my friend?
Well, just working. Like I said, today was snow day. We knew it was coming, so Kay brought binders of stuff home from work, and she spent the day frustrated because she was working with her bank and they have a new system and they didn't send her all the proper information, so she was back and forth with them all day. And it came down to, can anybody do their damn job right?
Yeah.
We just figured out that my bank screwed us out of $600. They didn't do a deposit correctly.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, because my wife she sees things. She's a bit of an idiot savant in that respect. And she's like, there's a $600 discrepancy. And I went, how can that be? I wrote the check. I know what this is. And she goes, dude, $600 discrepancy. And we got going through the process. And it's like, yeah, those dipshits didn't deposit it correctly. Here's what the check said. We have the proof. Here's what they credit us with. Nice try.
No, it definitely happens. I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta...
it does. That's why you should watch your banks fuck up all the
Oh
time.
my God!
people.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah,
I
so if you're
check
not
it.
paying attention to your bank accounts, it's not
Yeah.
good.
Well, you know what it is like. Probably for people like your wife, kind of like me. Numbers are very calming because
Yes.
there is only right and wrong. There is no wrong number. If it's an error, it can only be right or it's wrong. There's
Yeah,
no
no,
in between. So it's very easy to deal with.
Yeah, well, this is what there was receivables of, I don't know, $750,000 on the books the other day, and Kay's like, we're off $17, and she's like, that, and she spent half a day and she hunted down the $17. But when you're paying attention to little errors, that's how you make sure that there's not big things.
Yeah.
That's why I married an accountant. I took it 3 times in college.
Haunted. I really pronounce my H. Haunted. Ghost pepper chips and chipotle pepper hummus.
Okay.
All
There you
right.
go.
Everyone, be glad you are not Chad's toilet.
They're freaking morons, yes. Well, unfortunately. I mean, the officers, are banks are people too.
Yeah, they're as stupid as the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, human error. Well, again, they don't pay the tellers shit, so
No.
there's your first part in the chain, and that's
Yeah.
a problem.
like what is a branch manager in any bank? It's someone who's been a teller for at least 3 months. That's how quick they rotate through people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, indeed.
true words were never spoken, Amy.
Everybody's got different brains.
No one should be
both my
anyone's
wife and-
toilet unless you like that sort of thing. Hey,
Well,
Urban,
yeah.
how you doing?
Yeah, my wife always said she came from the womb knowing that's what she was going to do. She was just crafted to be a numbers geek.
I did not. I
for you.
hated everything to do with math when I was young. I very good in English and history. Anything reading, writing, I was always very good at. Came very easy. Math was the first possible thing I dropped, and for the last 30 years, all I've done is stupid numbers.
No, my thing is percents and ratios. I'm really good with that aspect of math, which is probably why I'm a pretty good cook, because that's all cooking is ratios. And but yeah, the other parts of it, not a fan.
All right, when you're calling people stupid, one thing I may say, you may not want to say stupider.
More stupider, I think.
More
is the correct.
stupid, stupidest. There's no stupider. No offense, Kurt.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm a wordsmith.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, well, machinists, yeah, you have to do the numbers. And again, that's one of those things that, measurements make total sense to me.
We do this thing at dinner because it is so hard to get our kids to talk. We bought like this, it's this card box and it has all these topic kind of points, and every night someone picks a card at dinner and we all talk about it. So my kid picked out a card and it was like, if you had your own school, what is a class that you would want taught, you know. They said dumb stuff, but my wife who is a teacher, was practical math, like, you know, balancing a check,
Oh, absolutely.
understanding what interest rates
It's a
mean,
complete
you know.
public education here in the U.S., it is a complete crime that they don't spend time teaching young people life skills. You need to know how to balance your checkbook. You need to know how banking works. You need to know how interest works. These are just things, and it used to be taught somewhat, but they don't teach any of that anymore. And they teach
No, it's ridiculous. They go on to these things, you know. That's like my kids in 5th grade, and he's already on the kind of math that, unless you go into, you know, engineering or math teaching, you'll never need again, you know.
Well, again, and I'm fine with that. I mean, they make a big push for STEM, which is great, but if you can't figure out basic banking and numbers like that, I don't want you sending rockets to Mars.
Yeah.
You're not the guy. I mean, well, or you'll go work for Boeing, you know.
Well, it's not even, you know, it's just the real basic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Like getting the right change when you go to a store.
nobody knows how to count change back.
Have you ever been to a store and, like, you give them money and they count the change they give you? I'm like, no, you're supposed to count the change back to the money. If I gave you a 20, you know, you're supposed to count back to the 20. Not say $1.33.
See, we're showing our age. Basic math skill that we were taught how to do. I still do it that way.
Yeah, and it's because they can't do it. They have no clue.
No clue. No, they gotta
the
look at the
register
machine.
says this.
Yeah.
So that's what we say, you know.
Yeah. And
Not
exactly
that we're
right.
dumping on the youth or anything.
Home economics. Again, everybody should take that. Everybody has to eat at least
Home
once a day.
economics, yes.
You know, if you don't know how to cook, if you don't know how to safely prepare food, or, you know, go to the grocery store on a budget and everything, absolutely.
What do I have to write in my checkbook? What's that? I have to write something in my checkbook.
Yeah. With the Canadian spelling. You Canadians
very-
and all
it's
your
a very
extra
pretty spelling.
vowels.
Hey, I'm Italian. We know all about extra vowels.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
spoken
like our
vowels.
vowels, yeah.
Yes, spoken vowels, but not, you know, just random spelling ones.
Well, that's true because most Italians can't actually read or write.
You can tell I'm wearing a St. Patrick's Day shirt because, yeah, I look like I've got holes in me.
Yeah. Basically,
got a
it
big
looks
green
like,
shamrock
yeah,
on
it's
it.
like, yeah. So we're doing a little St. Patty's Day celebration on Saturday.
Nice.
That / mother-in-law's birthday,
Yeah.
which is past or coming up, but we're doing it then. It's the only time we can all get together.
I may, and I don't know, but I may live stream on Sunday night
Okay.
and just call the show Drink with Chris. And I'll just put a little bottle here and we'll just, who knows? Maybe I'll play a song, maybe I'll drink, who knows? I'm thinking about it. I don't know that I'm going to do it, but
You are very correct, and for the most part, Axiom, proper grammar does not make a difference in music, in song lyrics. Getting the point across is the only thing that matters.
yeah, because I never say ain't in real life, but I say ain't in my songs all the time.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, you know, like yeah. Sometimes I'm trying to think. I just wrote something, and I switched it from proper to totally wrong because it sounds better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you do when you're songwriting. You did if it was written before 1950.
Yeah, when they actually had.
Yeah, when they had,
Hey,
Random
Charlie.
House. That's all they did is have editors to correct grammar and everything.
You know, This actually goes into a topic I wanted to talk about. My niece's husband or fiance, they're getting married in September. He is, I guess you would call him a proofreader.
Yes.
So basically, he works for the publisher, right?
Right.
Of the written word. And his job is to match audiobook versions against the text for accuracy.
Interesting. Now
Right?
that's a very specialized proofreading. That's
Yeah.
proof listening.
Well, no, but he and then he has the or at least the agreed upon manuscript that becomes the audiobook. Jobs for everything.
Yeah. No, I'm going to write a song about taints for you. This is what I learned from Gary Hubbs today, because he wrote several songs that kind of took advantage of the emojis in Facebook and YouTube. And I said, I've been doing this all wrong. So my next songs are going to be about eggplants and peaches.
I thought the emojis were created because of Gary's songs. I don't think there was a slice of pizza emoji.
Which came first, the song
Yeah.
or the emoji? Yeah, who knows, right?
I would hate to see that emoji, Chris. Just
Yeah.
really would not be pretty. Hey,
Well,
Tony Howie, how
You
are
know,
you?
they kind of have a I drink whiskey emoji. So, I mean, I have that. So there's good.
Mr. Pole Vault, what's going on, pal? Oh yeah, so and Wesley, how you doing? Yeah, so I missed my show on Tuesday.
Yep. Yep. Stuff. Sometimes
Stuff
life gets in the
happens.
way. Well, let's
Yeah.
just. I have created a little brief video here that kind of summed up last week, just
Okay.
in every respect. So let's. Here we go. Here's last week, folks.
Whole
you go.
lot of
That-
angles. Rarely
that's-
do you see a video that it can totally encapsulate it.
That's it. That was last week in 90 seconds. Yeah. So enough said about that. Moving
Well,
on.
I think Charlie's pointing out that I think he may believe that that was staged because he said he saw fire before the crash. So maybe it was maybe someone tried to make it self-destruct. Possibly.
We don't do conspiracy theories here.
No conspiracy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's all perspective, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, E. Urban. Yeah. Shot in Ohio. Yeah, that was on the Norfolk and Southern. Well done.
Could have been.
Hey, welcome, Wesley Hub Media. How are you, man?
How you doing, Wes?
Yeah. So anyway,
Oh,
I
and
just thought
and
that
Silver
would be
Girl's
fun.
here. Hello, Silver Girl. She's a girl and she's silver.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not a
so I
golden
missed my
girl.
stream. So I've talked to Michael, and I'm really busy, and I may move to the other 2 Wednesdays that Michael doesn't stream.
Ah,
Too many late nights, and it's just too much going
Yeah.
on right now. So maybe every other week will be better for a steady home, and then just pop up every once in a while when I can. So I
That
think I
makes
may
sense.
be doing that.
yeah.
It's a good possibility.
Yeah. I just realized because I have the undershirt on and I kind of look like a priest here, you know? Got a collar and I'll hear your confessions in the chat.
Maybe a priest in like the Manson clan, but hippie priest.
I'm a cool 70s priest
Yes.
in the inner city.
Who's this rising Australian superstar? Danny is that?
Have not.
Have not. You're asking that to a bunch of Americans.
Yeah, who catch Australian things
Where's
sometimes.
Australia? Yeah.
Yeah, I can find it on the globe. But
Australia is where we get like indie movies from. Who do make very good indie movies, by the way. The Rise of Cool.
okay.
Post the link.
Yeah, if you you put the link in the chat, we will allow it, my son.
Oh, do we have a pre-birthday?
Oh,
Justine gets older tomorrow.
you're not getting older, you're getting better.
I got to tell you,
Birthday to you.
I will fully say that the 50s have been my favorite decade since my 20s.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. I loved my 50s.
Of course, I
all
was
good.
diagnosed with cancer at 49, so I wasn't expecting to get to 50. But now that I have, I do like it.
Yeah, isn't
I
that
do
weird?
like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 50 or I was 48, so yeah, by the time I hit my 50s like, yep, all good.
Yeah,
Woo,
exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Party time.
yeah.
Yeah, my kids were kind of doing their own thing and, we're out of the getting out of the house.
See? The moon landing and Australia. Not real. You've heard it here, folks. Not
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, Australia is actually a big sound stage, and
Exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
they rotate in Mick Dundee and whoever.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the California desert.
Yeah, yeah, because Paul Hogan isn't real. Come on. Okay, here's our link. All right, thank you, Mr.
Oh,
Freeman.
very good. Thank you,
Appreciate
chatters.
it.
Chat always awesome with the links.
Yeah, the 30s. I was so busy doing life that because that came up. Kay and I were talking about tonight. Where she loves murder stuff, and she was talking about this heinous stuff that happened in Colorado. And I went, "When was that?" And she told me the years, and I'm like, "I don't remember any of that. Do you?" And she goes, "No, we were doing the school and the kid things, and we weren't paying attention to what was going on."
So,
yeah.
we all know you've talked about that you've lost your leg. Have you ever said how, like some kind of accident or a sickness or anything like?
Yeah, and we're not trying to be nosy. If you want to share,
No, yeah, of course.
but we're being a little bit nosy. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, it's yeah.
Yeah, because it's things like that. Dom and I talk about our cancer fairly frequently because it impacted our lives for a number of years. It was significant.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't good friends with Doc Danger. I really wasn't friends with him at all. But man, I was crushed inside when I
yeah.
look back to how fast from the time he said it to the time he left this earth that that it can happen.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, well, see, Chad, you're going to be hitting your stride finally.
Really?
You're going to grow the hell up.
Hitting
be a
50
real
on Mother's
adult.
Day. Or is that the 9th? What day? Mother's Day the 9th? I think May 8th week is our dog's gotcha day. It's the day we adopted him.
That's
Here
what's
we
with
go.
all these kids.
Blood clot is missed by. Ooh.
Ooh, oh, that ain't good.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that really.
Well, we talked about banks fucking up. Doctors and nurses and the medical people screw up too. Unfortunately, that has serious consequences for other people.
Yeah.
So that's why they keep them in school as long as they do, and supposedly they learn not to screw up, but sometimes they do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true, Charlie. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep, things happen. You never know.
I mean,
That's
half
why-
of us are sitting around half our time going, "How the hell will we even survive?" I did some really
some
dumb
really,
shit, man.
Really
Like,
fucking dumb stuff.
yeah, and I'm amazed that I'm 56.
Yeah. I feel like somebody was looking out for me because
That's that. All you can do.
I wasn't
love
looking out for
lemonade.
myself.
I do love lemonade. That's all you can do. Really, that's all you
Yeah.
can do.
I love that
You know,
attitude.
I always try to tell my kids, kids are always worried about doing right or doing it good. And like, life is not about doing anything well. It's about how you deal with the losses. And if you could deal with the losses, you could make it through the world, Because if you can't
that's
deal with the bad
exactly
shit,
right.
you're going down, So,
Yeah, no, that's very cool, Amy. Good for you. Again,
yeah.
and my wife battles this because of her health issues. She said, but people say, "Oh, you're so brave and you're so strong and all that," and she appreciates it, but she also says, "Like, what's my choice? Move on or just lay down and die?"
Yeah.
So
You can reserve a small amount of time, to sometimes you need to get all that
yes,
cathartic and
yes, and she certainly has.
and then you got to
overdose.
bust out of it,
But then, yeah, well, again, everybody, you get to feel sorry for yourself for some period of time and then get over it and move on. Thank you, Tony, for actually being a little bit older than me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That's the second person now I know older than Chris Lane.
Yeah, there ain't a lot. 'Cause they all gone. All right.
I really cannot see Chad at all tonight. I need new glasses, folks. I
Yeah.
am struggling to read.
Yeah, I was. My plan was to go out today and get my new distance glasses started. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere today. That's gonna have to wait till next week.
Do we have smokable flowers?
Seriously, Happy? I would have never guessed you were 67.
Happy 67. Wow.
Good for you. Yeah, you look good.
66, 67, yeah.
Tony looks good. All right, good job, fellas. Yeah.
Michael's doing something. Oh, Michael, heading out.
Hanging out with Maria,
That's so cute. They still hang out together.
Yeah.
Oh. Up. Look. Everyone's being one upped. We're up to 69. Do we hear 70, folks? Do we hear
Yeah.
70?
Yeah, well, look who posted it. It's E. Urban. E. Urban is in his 30s. He's just a smart ass.
Oh, okay.
And that's why he'll be 69ing later, because he's in his 30s. And yeah. There you go. See? We've all,
Oh, okay.
we go through periods on this show where we talk about how broken we are, and then we move on. But, tonight you want to express your brokenness, this is a good place to do it, because we've all been there, done that. And
Hey,
we're
you
all
know
still
what,
here.
Justine, let me ask you, because now I have metal parts too. Do you have to say things like to people, like in an airport or something? Like, I got a rod in my back.
Yeah, Pubs is still at the... but he's-
Gary's knees are hitting the bottom of the table on at the kids' table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Rhodey's Jam Cave is possibly 73.
No, I know he was.
Oh, what's going on, Preston? How you doing, man?
I said, "Hey, Preston, good to see you, man." Preston's out and about a little bit more than he has been lately. It's good to see him.
Very good to see
Yeah,
you,
well, he's
sir.
Canadian, so he's out in a boot. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay, well, it's modern medicine, huh? All right. Someone here. All right. Well, Dom will have to do the time change thing, so that's 10 o'clock. So in about an hour, somebody's birthday. And hopefully she's a birthday day person, not a birthday week, birthday month. Some of those people get ridiculous. It's my birthday
ridiculous.
3 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
God, calm down. There you go. Yeah, my 86-year-old father would totally agree with you. He's never going to grow up. He was going to drive down and visit us, and my brother and I are like, you look at the weather, right, Pops? Dude, you're not coming down from Montana fighting snow the entire way and to get snowed in here. How about you don't do that with your, hip replacement that you just had 6 months ago? How about you hold off a week? So he decided to do that. Well, if that's the measure, Gary, then I'm still 17.
Yeah.
Well, I'm mature for my age. 17.
Yeah, except you can't bounce like you did when you were 17.
Oh, God, no.
Or none of us can.
Well,
yet.
this is when, and Hubs will appreciate this, I played hockey until I was 40. And, when I was playing in high school and everything, I'd go out Friday night, play football, and then play hockey in season, and you'd get the shit kicked out of you, you'd take pucks and everything, and you'd get bruised, and, Sunday morning, totally gone. Well, those last couple of years playing hockey, I'd stop a puck or something in my shoulder or whatever, and I'd have a big old bruise, and it would stay for weeks and weeks. And, I was black and blue all season because you just don't heal.
Yeah, I don't bounce either anymore, Preston. I creak and then I snap.
Flop. Little jiggle, a little bit of jiggling going on. Yeah. Yeah, that the truth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They all did.
Ooh, Justine said, beware the Ides of March.
Yes, you're correct. I'm very fortunate. My father is and still doing well. Well, but of course he's still a spring chicken. My uncle is 93. And just hanging out with my 83-year-old mother. So yeah, we live a long time in my family, unless we do something really fucking dumb, which heretofore I've managed to avoid.
Heretofore, I haven't heard that in a while. Very nice. 2 points.
Yeah. Yep, 86 in the restaurant terms. We're out of it. There's no more. Yep.
God bless all your parents. Yeah, my.
There you go. Very cool.
I think, any of them make 80? I don't think either of my parents made 80.
Yeah, neither of Kay's folks did either.
Yeah. Well, like the 70s are the worst. Your late 70s, if you
if you get past that
through, you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the. I think my dad was 78. My mother, I don't remember.
All right. Well, work. Well, Justine, in case you fall asleep,
night, Justine.
as you should do at midnight,
Yes.
happy birthday. And then
Happy birthday,
enjoy.
Justine.
Birthday on a Friday is good. You can get some
Yeah.
food. You can
Kurt,
have a
make
little-
sure you do something lovely for your
do
wife.
something nice for the lovely Miss Justine. Yeah, on my mother's side, 2 of her.
Ooh, 106.
Yeah, had
She could be a
101
Dan
and
and yogurt
103.
commercial.
Yeah, well, if
Wow.
she ate. Yeah. Hey, Lord Spike Protein.
LSP,
Nice try. You
what's going on, bro?
sneaky Sneaky guy. How are you? We caught you. Always good to see Lord Spike. Yeah, if your birthday's on Friday the 13th, maybe not as good.
Yeah, it's just a number.
But that's
just
fine.
a day.
It's Friday the 15th, so she's good. Anywho, well,
No, that's right.
let's fire up another one of
Let's
our
do a
featured
video,
guests
'cause I
tonight.
need a beer.
We got a little things from Hubs. Again, if you haven't seen it, check out. Jade is going back and re-interviewing people she did previously, and both of them have been fantastic. Today it was Gary Hubs, and you got to see the parking lot in the daylight, and got to see a little more of Hubsy. Hey, Karen Reese, how are you? And so, good stuff. So check out Jade's interview. Once again, that I live for that Thursday interview show. And man, when life or work prevents me from watching it, bums me out. So, but today I was able to see it all live, and it was great.
I don't know if you had a chance, so I have a bunch ready to go, Chris.
Okay.
All right, so
Well, rock and
let
roll.
us do probably one of the biggest collabs that's ever taken place.
Yeah, that's a
With
good
the
one. Although I forgot to
superstars.
mention, because I was trying to get on, but Shallow Grave is probably my favorite. There's not a song that Hubs
I
does.
said it was your favorite song, so
I
it better
appreciate
be,
that.
which should make me a liar. All right,
Yeah,
so we are
but it
going
is.
to play a little song by a band called Ninth Gate.
He's way better than those Eighth Gate guys.
Yeah, the Eighth Gate, they sucked.
They're
One
amateurs
gate,
compared to these
two
guys.
less.
Thank selling you curated, baseless. It smells like past your eyes. Believe the unbelievable, untreatable. You no longer empathize with the blood of your fellow man. Get a black assassin covered with the clan stigmatized. Divide, sanitize. Distract with the other. Damn me if I do. Damn me if I don't. Angry if it's true. Tie me up in nuts. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weak spot. Clashing contradictions, polishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Crash against the system, rising cataclysm, shaking like it's all you've got. Fear, let's make it disappear. Wield the cards, ours, so now the buck starts here. You get that loud and clear, I'll need a signal from the back that you can hear. Disrupt, destruction, rupture, upper class. Improve the future while acknowledging the past. All of us were afraid, we're all the volunteers. Till we tell them we can't hear, but they listen through our ears. Damn me if I do. Damn me if I don't. Hang me if it's true. Tie me up my nuts. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weakest spot. Clashing contradictions, punishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Crash against the system, rising cataclysm, shaking like it's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. Hey, don't let it motivate. Freedom's a right, so fight. We will determine our fate. Dare to elaborate? Let me put this in a where you can relate. Disrupt the structure, rupture, upper class. A little flesh before we knock them on their ass. 'Cause the gap's so wide you won't hesitate. Come call it, pay attention, out on the gate. Damn me if I do. Damn me if I don't. Hang me if it's true. Tie me up in knots. What else can I do? What else have I got? How do we get through? Find the weakest spot. Flashing contradictions, punishing the victim, striking while the iron's hot. Crash against the system, rising cataclysm, shaking like it's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got. That's all you've got.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
That's all you got,
Double
man.
header from the Hubster. That's all you
Yeah.
got. That's pretty good.
Well, we got
Now-
more, but that's
Well,
what
here
we
you
got
go.
right now.
Here is the perfect example. I am sure there was no clipboard emoji before Gary Hubs.
Maybe you're right. I mean, or no. You
Why
never
would
had
there be a
reason to look for
clipboard emoji? He made a carrying a clipboard cool.
There's no doubt about that. Zero doubt. So, and it's funny. I mean, he teased himself about that, but that's the way the process works. Here, Gary squealed on himself. I'll totally squeal on myself. I write the lyrics within my DAW, and it's there so I can reference them while I'm recording and singing them. And, they get changed around. I don't always remember. When I go back to do the video, I have to look at all the lyrics again because I can't remember exactly what I sang most of the time. It's not until I play the song live for weeks that the lyrics are totally ingrained in my head because it's so fresh at that point. So it's what all of us do on some respect. We might not just hold the clipboard here, but trust us, we're cheating same as Gary does.
That's
No
not
no
cheating.
other way around it about it. No,
The good
it
thing
is what it
about
is.
being who all of us are is there are no rules to do. You do whatever the hell you want.
Do what works.
No. Yeah, like my example with that song for me is always that song I did, Siren Song. I've only played the song once when I recorded it. It was all put together in one shot as an ad-lib kind of thing, and
Yeah.
I've never I probably couldn't play it again if I tried. I don't even remember, what key were chords or anything.
Well,
but-
that's the thing. You playing so many different tunings, you would have a challenge. I'm a little bit set my ways in some things, but I have to go back and relearn my songs half the time, because I don't remember exactly what I did.
that was refreshing.
Yeah. Hey, a shout out to Gordium85. Good to see you tonight.
Hey, Gordium.
His new song on Thomas Christ show yesterday was banging. That was a cool, his pseudoscience band. That was great guitar work, man. That sounded awesome, dude. So well done. And here he is in the chat, and I can give him praise.
What's going on, dude? Yeah, no, I was listening to that part when you were saying, Gary, about how you've been having a tough time with lyrics and stuff. I found that I was putting way too much pressure on myself, and I mean, most of my life is under pressure, with work and family and kids and stuff like that, and I was letting it get into music too, and I was getting so frustrated and so angry with it. It was like, man, this ain't fun. I only want to have fun doing this. So I
Should
definitely
be fun.
pulled myself like way back and just did the things that kind of made me happy at the time. Anytime, Gary. We love you,
Yeah,
bro.
it's great having you here. We're huge fans. So, and I'm going to highlight another comment because exactly what you're talking about, Don.
Yeah.
You and I are both dead serious about our music, but you're here in this show. Clearly, we don't take ourselves too seriously, and we don't take the process seriously. I mean, he talked about, the pizza slice, and you end up with an inadvertent branding because it's authentic, and
the
everybody
most. I mean, what is the most memorable thing I've said in any song I ever written was, "Hua!" That's it. That's what everyone likes. That's what everyone likes,
Yeah. It's funny how you come up with things.
And I fancy myself a good lyricist, and but that's what people like. So it doesn't,
Never know. I mean,
Yeah.
The whole sleeveless shirt thing and the fan blowing my hair. I didn't plan any of that. I wear a lot of sleeveless shirts.
No, he did. I was doing tests with him. All right, here's a Conair fan.
You
I'm like, no,
liar.
Chris, it's not doing it. He got one of those industrial fans. You can levitate a sock over.
Yeah. Yeah, well, allegedly, Dom kept stealing the socks. I'm not sure what he was doing with them, but
Socks come in handy.
I guess.
I recently, it was a good day in my life. I got rid of all my socks and replaced them with brand new socks.
Good
Oh
socks are
man,
nice.
I've always said if I was like a millionaire, one of my extravagances would be every single day of my life I would wear a brand new pair of socks. Wear them.
Throw them away.
I don't know.
I'm so
obviously, I would throw
particular.
them away. I won't say that publicly. I would say I would donate them, but I'm much too lazy to.
Donate your stinky socks. I'm really particular about socks, so when I find a good pair,
Yeah, no,
I
100%.
keep them.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
life is too
right.
short to
New
have crappy
socks
socks.
every day. That's what it should be, man. I'm gonna
You
run
know,
for
I-
president. That's gonna be my campaign.
Honestly, the
Screw
best
the
socks
wall.
are new
socks.
socks that have been through the wash once or twice, and they're just, they got the little spray and all the manufacturing stuff out of them, but they're soft and they feel right, but they're not worn.
Yeah. Like, even with my socks, I no longer like my wife when she folds, like, she takes one and folds it around the other one. So it's like that. And I'm like, no, you ruined the elastic on one of them. So I just take them and I fold them in half.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm with that now. My wife is folding and she's back to balling them up, which I hate. But guess what? I'm not going to say shit, because if she's doing the laundry, I'm not going to say anything about it.
Oh, I always do. We have a standing rule in my house. Dad comments and I comment on everything. No one has to listen. I just have to comment. No one takes me seriously.
Shocker.
No one takes me seriously in my house. Yeah. It's great for me. It keeps me in line. I'll be the first to admit it. What's your brand? For sneaker socks, Gold Toes. I love Gold Toes.
Yeah,
socks.
those are good. I found the Bombas are really overhyped. I'm not a fan of those. I went through those for a while. I just don't like them. I've kind of gone to like the work socks.
See, who'd ever think there was a good reason to be one-legged?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's it. He just hippie. His socks. No, even if he buys a pair, they're 50% off.
If you and Amy have the same foot size,
there you go.
an opposite leg, there you go. You should really talk together.
Yeah. See, we're
Somehow
all about,
I don't think they have the same foot size. You would
Probably
look really,
not.
you would look really silly, Jeff, if you had a little dainty little foot.
Yeah. Yeah, even the smaller, improved hippie would look funny on maybe a woman's size foot. Although, my wife has, for a woman who's 5'1", decent sized feet.
So your wife has big feet, you're saying?
No, just bigger than you would expect on such a small person. They're not huge, but they're, again, bigger than you would expect. Yeah, see that? Yeah, you're already one ahead, no matter what. For normies.
Normies.
Totally. Well done. Well played, madam.
That's funny.
That's good stuff. But I like the Dickies work socks. Those are good socks because they're thick and they have nice cushion.
Too heavy.
to 'em.
Too heavy for me.
Well, you got to remember, I only wear socks from end of November to like next month. That's it.
First off, I would like to say that I had no idea about, nor did I ever want to know. Men need to wear socks, please.
Not with flip-flops.
Oh, flip-flops. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Ugh.
Yeah, that's all I wear in the
Hate 'em.
summer. Oh, well,
Can't take
bad
them.
for you. Not those thong things. I mean the good sandal ones, but that's
Like Jesus
that's all they wear.
shoes.
Yeah, that's right. Jerusalem Cruisers.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I wear all year.
Dominasi Requiem. Chris.
Yeah. And it's funny because since I started wearing those, I had leg problems. Man, my legs are in better shape. I have a lot less leg problems. I walked all through Boston. I think we did 7 miles. We went to the U.S. Constitution, Liberty Hall, and all that, did the walking tour. I think it was we walked about 7 miles in my just cheap Walmart flip-flops that I buy a couple pair in the beginning of the year. And I felt great. Now, my wife dislocated her hip. But, and
No, they kill me. I definitely have a bad ankle.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So if I don't have something that's around my ankle, I feel the pain.
now when I hike, I wear high top hiking boots and bind them up.
Merrill's. I like Merrill's.
Just so I don't
Really
roll
good.
them. Although, when we went to Grand Teton last year, we got out of the truck and we kind of wandered around, and I ended up hiking 3 miles in my flip flops, which I used to tease people for doing that here in Colorado, but it was fine. It was no big deal because it was a pretty packed trail and didn't have the rolly rocks and stuff. But But, I had bad ankles from being a kid and playing football and everything. And it definitely has strengthened all of that stuff
Yeah.
because you're walking more naturally. Shoes can impede your normal gait and they can cause problems. So,
I only have my left ankle is bad. Like I cannot sleep with my left foot under a blanket. It causes me so much. Maybe I obsess on it. I feel like it hurts. I have to have one foot sticking out at all time.
yeah. We all have. If you ever watch me go up and down stairs, I always lead with the same foot.
I've watched you put up a green screen, and that was enough.
Yeah, and I've realized that because I carry my coffee up and down the stairs, I started doing that so I didn't spill my coffee, and now it's like an ingrained habit. Again, I've worked at home for 20 plus years, so yeah.
Did you ever work? Did they ever have a place you worked at, or you? Since you
Yeah, no, I worked in offices and everything, but here's maybe a shocker to people out there. I'm not a real corporate guy, even though I have a business degree. That's my training and everything, but I work better just on my own.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Well, and again, I played sports this whole life. I can be a great team player, but in the office environment, I hate the bullshit and the politics. I have no patience for it, and so it's just not a good environment for me.
Well, that's why I went into management because I'm not a good team player.
Well, even in management, there's plenty of politics and bullshit.
I'm not. Well, yeah, but I'm always in a position I can just say, "Well, this is the way you're going to do it. I don't care." So I'm okay doing that. Not very popular, but I'm okay. I have no problems doing that. And not that I'm just not. I've always been kind of lone wolfy, and I like to do my own thing.
Yeah, well, and I get that. And, I always worked at places that were big enough that even, as a manager, I still had bosses.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Well, this is like my first time doing what I do from home to an extent, and I am kind of liking it. It's like the best of both kind of worlds. Plus I'm always just popping in. I have offices everywhere, but nowhere is my office. Kind of. My office is at home. So it's kind of fun. And it lets me pick the kids up from school.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
good.
Yeah, and that was, even when we owned the one publishing company, it was a small company. It was cool because it was flexible. I had deadlines and I got my job done, and I could go pick up the kids. I could coach sports and all that kind of stuff. It was great. And
I was trying to do that for a while. I was saving a lot of work, and I know I yelled at Michael a couple times because I'd be doing work while he was doing one of his shows, and he'd throw a number and it would totally throw me off. And I was like, "You can't do number songs."
yeah.
And then it became too much. I can't focus, so I
Well, that's what I have to. I can't be on a stream if I'm having to write something because all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey,
the two things just merged together somehow. Yeah,
that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, know what I was thinking about today, Chris?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with the first thing. Dream job. People's dream jobs. We know what people do. We know what they drive. Mm-hmm. If you could, what would be your dream job? Mine would be, I would like to be the guy who picks the music for movies. To me, I friggin' love that. Most of the new music I like because it was placed in a movie and it was placed perfectly, So I like a lot of different kinds of music because I saw it in a movie that I would have never given a chance probably beforehand. So I think I would love to do that, to match the right song with the sound.
Yeah,
That would be my dream job.
that's pretty cool. All right.
Anybody else? Anybody else have a
Okay.
dream
Yep.
job? Up,
We've got
here we
some
go.
already. Chad, who's dabbled around with this a little bit, filmmaker. Absolutely, I can see that.
Well, that will
Right.
lead into another topic that we're going to talk about later. But and here we go. Bookshop Camellia, like an old a modern Borders kind of bookshop, or the kind of bookshop you just go lost in a corner, and it's like dusty, and the person who works there is drinking a cup of tea. That kind of
Yeah.
bookshop. I like those bookshops.
Those kind
I
of
don't like-
bookshops or
I don't
antique
like
bookshops.
Borders. Yeah.
Oh, those are the best. And I just don't read like I used to because, I read all day
Yeah,
long for
Tom,
my
yeah.
job, which sucks. But, I mean, I like doing that. But I don't read for pleasure like I once did, unfortunately. But I love shops like that. I can see that. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, Kurt had a dream job.
Already had a dream job. Conway Pet and Farm Supply.
Okay. Yeah, he likes critters. That makes sense. Yeah.
Was it, did it close down during COVID or something? Or did you just get out of the business?
Yeah, classic books. There you go.
Classic books. There was in Huntington on Long Island, there was actually a pretty big bookstore. It was called Oscar's Rare Books. And it was like 2 stories. Place was a mess, so unorganized, and you could just go in for hours and just wow, and finds all kinds of incredible things. They did a lot of like used books, but it was a really good bookstore. All right,
also
going
theater.
down.
That sounds kind of like, a porn theater? I mean, that sounds a little sketchy, or it could be taken that way.
An old movie theater with an attached haunted attraction.
Okay, interesting. So there, he's doing what he loves to do. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That didn't work out the way you drew it up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but if you didn't do it, you probably wouldn't have meant just.
Yeah, exactly. You want to do things and not have regret. So,
So you want to be like a life coach?
He wants to be
Life
Tony
coach
Robbins.
protein. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Robbins protein.
I have to admit those people make me very leery.
Yeah, I hear you. Books everywhere.
There we go.
Yeah.
2 bookstores.
Yep, I can see
Bookstores.
it.
Bookstores.
I love being there. Yeah. I'm thinking what my dream job would be because I have a lot of different interests. But I honestly, when I was a kid, I wanted to make my living in my hobby, which I enjoyed, which was trains, model railroading, and things like that. And being a writer, a book author, and I've done all those things. I'm literally kind of in my dream job right now, and so that's pretty cool. And I don't know what I would do that would be different than this because I love doing what I do. It's big fun. What would my dream job here? I mean, we're kind of all musicians here, have music. Would my dream job be going out and touring and being on the road and everything? Absolutely.
I would hate it.
Nope.
I would hate it.
Nope. No interest.
No, I
in it.
would not like it. I am a family man, 100%. I like to be here.
Yeah.
I like to be dad.
Yeah, see, even
so-
now that I don't have the kids around, I have no interest in it. Love playing music, love being on YouTube, love hanging out with my buddy Dom and chat with you guys, but not looking to go on the road and do that thing.
Even my wife was saying it like the other day. She was like, "You play like so many cover songs now. Like, why don't you? There's like a few bars like right down the street. Why don't you go like play there?" I'm like, I don't wanna. I don't think I really wanna. I don't want a job. I have a job.
Yeah.
it would just be a pain in the neck. That's kind of funny. Yeah. To work for cash to go.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a great deal. You know, they'd walk you out of there 10 minutes into your shift, but you know,
Yeah.
there
Speaking of
you
which,
go.
Secret Legacy, I just hooked up with the my new accountant that's going to handle my business, and I just had the first email exchange, and like, you're already late. We need to file an extension immediately. I'm like, oops.
yeah,
So my business is off to a great start.
yeah, yeah. I talked to the accountant for my event today too, and yeah, we're not late yet, but we're
So we
Time is
have a
tick-tocking.
few. Look at it. All the guitar teachers and techs, it is their dream job. That's cool. Oh, that's a great one.
yeah.
Joe Bonamassa' guitar tech.
Well, maybe for a couple decades, but they found Paul McCartney's stolen bass, so you know you'd only get
That's
away with
funny.
it for a while.
He lives upstate New York. You should to New York and get chummy with him. Did you ever see he does I think he does a podcast, right? Like with his legends,
Yes,
guitar players. It's really good, right?
yeah, yeah. I've seen a
Joe
couple episodes
Bonamassa
of
is
it.
probably my favorite electric guitar player.
He's awfully good. And I because he's got so many cool guitars and the story behind them. I dig that. I always
Oh,
like that.
he's a true guitar aficionado.
Yeah. Okay. See.
Hold on, did we get Preston's?
No, we missed
Wanted to
that
be
one.
a vet when I was a kid. Couldn't afford it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's
you
the
don't.
thing.
You know what? We're talking about dream jobs. What happened in the past is irrelevant. That's a dream job to me is one that you would just get joy from doing. Like a dream
Yeah.
job is something you would do for free, just because you love doing it so much. So, a vet.
Yeah. See, I would never
bookstores.
want to do that because, man, I love animals and
I mean, see, that's my thing too. Like, it's got to be heartbreaking. Come on, big part of a vet's business is putting animals to sleep.
yep.
You know, that's gotta
That's
suck,
reality.
man. That's gotta suck.
Oh, yeah.
Watching little kids cry, and you know,
Well, yeah.
good God, I remember one of our dogs, man. Our family, we were just like,
Oh, it's
you know,
devastating.
beside ourselves. Yeah.
Well, yeah. In the past couple of years, I've lost two cats. One that was with us for 17 years, and one that was with us for 14 years. And Newton's been with us for 18 years. So, you know, yeah, that's a hard thing. Now, this will tell you, my son's common-law wife is the doctor. She has a twin sister who's a veterinarian. And, you know, and of course, my son's woman loves animals. And we said, well, why didn't you just be a vet like your sister? And it's like, well, no, I don't want to put the animals down. People she has no problem with, but animals, you know.
Oh, I think that's a lot of people. A lot of people care more about animals than humans.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, depending, I can see it.
You'd be a fluffer. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to work in adult films. Okay.
Or shite. Gotta get him hard. He's gotta get him hard or we get the fluffer.
Got
That's
fluffer.
my Hugh impersonation, yeah.
Yeah,
And then wait,
pretty
here we
good.
go. We had Aunt Amy, voice actor. Oh, that's back to you. Where'd she go?
There we go.
Voice actor, graphic designer. Oh, that's cool. You going to school for you? All right, so you're working on number 2. That's awesome. You do have a very nice speaking voice. I listened to
Yeah,
you on your.
absolutely. We've caught Amy's stream a couple
show,
times. Amy streams it. Well, again, Amy is in Australia, so she streams at odd hours for us sometimes. It's a little hard to catch your show sometimes, but we have caught it.
And maybe Ian had the best answer. Dream
Yeah.
job. Why'd you dream the work? That's funny.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and again, I think, like you said, that's the definition of a dream job. It's just something that you enjoy so much that, you're not getting paid, you don't even care.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'd imagine 90% of people would say to be able to support yourself fully through music.
Well, and that this was told to me a long time ago. When your hobby becomes your profession,
It's not going to be.
it can take
easy.
some of the joy out of it. And that's certainly been true in my case. Now, I fought it for a lot of years, but I don't build models and do some of the things that I used to do because it's my job and I do it, all day long. And so
Right.
I don't derive the same kind of enjoyment that I did as my hobby. And conversely, I'm having the time of my life playing music. The period, all those years ago when I played professionally, not
Hey,
as
Pete Johns.
enjoyable. Not as good at all. Hey, Pete, how are you, man?
And John Wiggs. Man, I need new glasses.
Yeah, I was enjoying Pete's stream this afternoon, but I left you. I left you for another man because Smitty came on and he was doing some recording, and so I bailed out of yours after a little while and watched him record.
I missed all the afternoon stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
well, again,
musician, how you doing, my friend?
I was
We are
not-
talking about, for new people in chat, we are all talking about our dream jobs. We've had a lot of really cool and diverse things people would love to do if they could do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Oh, I would
Retail
imagine,
is-
yeah. Hmm.
I mean, I'm into guitars and I think it would be fun to have a shop, and I like people and I like retail, but there's
Like, I would
lot of
think,
downside.
like some of the guys who really love what they do, like their dream would be to like a luthier that actually builds their own guitars. I watched this documentary. Oh man, what is the name of it? About this old dude in Manhattan. He has a guitar shop. I can't remember the stupid name. Oh, it was fascinating though. The guy, I think I was telling you, Chris, the
Yeah.
guy builds custom guitars from reclaimed wood from destroyed buildings all around New York City. And he has just, he has racks and racks of just wood that no longer exists, like trees that no longer exist from famous buildings and stuff like that. Oh
Yeah,
man, I
there's
wish I
a
could
number
remember
of
the name.
tree
It was
species.
so interesting. It was so
I'll have to-
interesting.
yeah, you got to find that because I wanted to watch that and I've not been able to locate it.
Yeah, I know it was on Amazon.
Okay. Well, here you go. See, Hugh Caldwell to be. Now, see, that sounds like a dream job, but you would have had to have listened to Oko sing. Maybe that's not as good as you think. Oh, and yeah, Camila makes the joke right after. Yeah, Yoko.
Yeah.
Because
I always thought Pete Best was the fifth Beatle.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, honestly, Billy Preston, the keyboardist, was a strong fifth Beatle towards the end of their career. He's on a lot of their stuff. And he's there on the rooftop concert. I'm going to go back to Pete Johns. Pete, was working in the corporate world like lots of us do, and then got to the point and was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to be a live streamer. This is my job now. And so good on Pete. Pete runs a great show. I wish it just time-wise, because it's kind of hits
I mean,
a lot of times during my commute, I can't
Pete's
see it.
shows are phenomenal. Jade's are phenomenal. It seems like an awful lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work.
Oh, ain't no question. Well, again, for Pete, it's a full-time friggin' job. For
It's
Jade,
probably
it's a
more
full-time
than
friggin'
it's
job.
probably more than a full-time job. He probably, he's happy in the hours he probably works now, and he's gratified from it. But it's probably more than when he was in the corporate
Then,
world.
yeah, punching a time clock in a corporation, yeah. 9 to 5, I'm out of here, and screw you, this company doesn't exist until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
That's reality.
All right. So where are we? We get everyone
Dave's not here, man.
Hey,
Welcome.
riding home with my electric guitar. And
Oh,
just
well,
play.
that nice.
Oh, that's
cool.
nice. What
hope
a
your mom gets
lovely
better.
son.
What a good boy.
That's a nice. My mom used to like me to play. I'd like learn songs for my mom.
Yeah. See, that's nice. What a good boy. I talked to my
mother
mom
definitely,
today.
Yeah, she definitely supported music. My dad did not.
Well, my folks didn't totally understand it, but when I had to take out a loan to buy the big PA system that we toured with, my old man co-signed for it. He goes, I don't get it, but if this is your dream and you're going to work hard at it, okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason I joined one of the main reasons I joined the Army was like a big argument with my father.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to say I wasn't going to go directly to college. I asked my parents for permission to like a year or two to try to tour with my band. We were like, we were good. We were really good. We were in prime 80s metal. Luckily, I mean, we probably would have died within 4 years because it all did.
Yeah.
But, man, would have been fun trying. But
Well, that's it. Why I have no regrets.
I feel
on
like
that.
I saved myself a whole lot of disappointment. Because I still have friends that can't shake it out of their system, and it's defined kind of like who they are, or what they could do. So
Yeah.
I have a cigar. I can't.
I've got a
cigar
crappy
box
one.
guitar.
I need a better one.
Aren't they most of them crappy? I mean,
Well, yeah, that by definition they're crappy because that's, the old bluesman would build it out of scrap and play it and everything. But yeah, with my weird tuning things, I need a little bit better one, and I need to work at it more.
So, Oka, that's interesting. 27 years as a taxman. Now I'm a forklift driver, and your head is clear, right?
Yeah.
Like, JJ, folk punk, who went from school teacher to
Lawn boy.
lawn boy, yeah. And he's probably so happy because
happy
you know
as
what?
hell.
I got to tell you, hearing stories from my wife,
Yeah,
there
teaching
is
is rugged.
no more cutthroat, backstabbing industry than teachers, man. Like the whole system is just so abusive,
Yeah.
He must wake up every morning and go,
Yeah. Homeschool your kids, just saying. Yeah, you know what, Epiform, I've got my cheesy
no
one,
way.
and one of the best things to do is on a Friday night or when there's not a show on, go out on my back deck, if I bought some peach moonshine or something like that, sit out there with a jug of moonshine and my slide guitar, my cigar box guitar, and just do the blues on my back deck. That's a good evening. I'm looking forward to it getting warm. I can't see my back deck right now.
That is the perfect scenario for school teachers. My ex was a Spanish teacher who couldn't speak Spanish. It's so right,
Those who cannot
They
do,
just-
huh?
Yeah, they just make you do anything. That's ridiculous.
Hey, good to see John Wiggs again. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying the teachers. The teachers have to get along because the administration is
yeah.
so anti them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the teachers. I always feel bad for the teachers. Now, there's some crappy teachers like everything else, but by and large, they're caught between a rock and a hard place. You got all these goofy administrators who are trying to justify their miserable existence, and I certainly got exposed to this later in my career coaching. The parents sometimes are horrible, and their kids are horrible, and so the teachers are caught in the middle of those two horrible warring factions. And they have my empathy.
Oh, it's an extremely thankless job.
Yeah. Hey, there he is, the dog paw. Woof, what's up
Woof.
there, Doc?
What's going on, dog?
Good to see you.
His dream job would be a butcher, which he kind of is now.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Refill.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of skill to drive a forklift. And there's plenty of videos on on TikTok and YouTube
we all know
where
what
they
video we're
didn't go
talking
well.
about. Yeah, the one where the entire warehouse
Yeah,
collapses.
he dropped the whole fucking warehouse. I'm like, dude. Remember that Simpson episode where he does everything wrong? He's like, "It's my first day," and everybody laughs.
No.
But yeah, I don't know if that was that guy's first day, but it did not go well for him. I think our educational system is garbage, and I was in school reform for a lot of years trying to make it better. And from my perspective now, can't be fixed. When the government got heavily involved in it, the schools should always be run by the local people, and as it's configured right now, it can't be fixed. Burn it to the ground.
That's because like all they care about is quantifying results. So like we opted out. Like we don't even like let our kids participate in the testing. You know, like the testing that helps determine the school's grade, decide how much money the state extra is going to give them and shit like that.
See,
you know?
that's all garbage.
Yeah, it's
Testing
all garbage.
can be useful just to make sure that the kids are making progress in some ways. But again, it's a governmental one-size-fits-all, and it's wrong because kids aren't all the same. And,
No.
you know, like we talked about, you're a numbers guy. There are people that are writing people. That we all have different skill set, and the kids should be taught in that manner rather than trying to, you know, shove that square peg in the round hole, which is what the system does here in America. And
Well, that's what
I
every
don't know
system
it's
does.
better anyplace else.
That's what every corporation and system tries to do.
Yes.
Everything must fit in this hole,
Yeah.
you know. So
Well, there you go. Hey, I love tradespeople, you know, and I've done that's how I put myself through college, was building decks and fences and doing framing carpentry. So I'm a big fan
I
of
think
the
it's
trades.
good that tradespeople are going to make a huge comeback. I think people are like,
Well, they never went anywhere, but
no, they never went because it's a blue collar job definitely went out of fashion for a good
and that
20,
was-
30 years because everyone was so hard pressed.
We gotta go to
Everyone must
college.
go to college and get a degree for something you'll never actually use.
completely.
And you know, people stopped doing those jobs.
Yes.
And they never even bothered to realize, like, I always say, you want a good job? Become a backhoe operator. You want a better job?
Absolutely.
Learn how to operate a crane. Do you know you really want a good job? Practice scuba diving and become a underwater welder in a city. You will make like $300,000 a year.
Yeah. Specialized trades like that, no
Oh my
question.
God, yeah.
God
It's
bless
ridiculous.
Mike Rowe, a fine American who has single-handedly kind of repopularized both trade school education and, you know, putting the shine back on the trades.
Yeah, that's how America was built.
Absolutely, literally. And America needs to be rebuilt. Our bridges and stuff has fallen to pieces. We will always need skilled tradespeople.
100%.
Yep. Yep. Masoners are. Yep. Winding way down Jerry Rafferty's roof.
I don't know who Jerry Rafferty was.
He did that song Baker Street. He was a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
It was a shit song, but had cool
I
sax in
did
it.
think I remember the song.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there he is. Steve Harlow, of course, a plumber.
Hey, Steve, what's going on? Yep. There you go.
When the shit hits the fan, you got to have a plumber.
Steve the plumber. Oh, my God. Yeah, you need a good one. Yeah. I have a good
Yeah.
one. They're a little expensive, but they've never.
Yeah. Well, plumbers are
Not.
expensive because you
Yeah.
got to have somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. Because it gets bad real quick if they don't.
Yeah, there isn't enough of that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one of my nephews is an HVAC guy and makes a very nice living for his family. And he goes to work every day and he's a happy dude. He works hard and takes care of his family and keeps everybody heated and cooled.
We call them tin knockers.
We like that.
Yep, not bad being cool or heated.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, well, like I've been in, even though I don't do the work, but I've been in construction all my life.
Yeah. Well, my wife's former company, that she was the CFO was a demolition company, and they basically their whole thing was tearing down buildings and rehabbing asbestos. Removing the asbestos in order to
Right.
redo buildings and
That is a
specialized stuff
nightmare.
and and special training for all that. But man,
Folks,
they're
if you
people
ever think
do
you have
well.
asbestos in your house, don't call anyone. Because if anyone detects you do, oh my God, it's going to cost you so much money to get it removed properly, which is the only way anyone
Yeah.
is allowed to remove it. You can put on gloves and rip that shit out yourself.
You can, but yeah. It'll also really increase your risk of getting cancer because that stuff, when it becomes
if
a
you're
particle
living
and
in it
airborne.
already, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If it's painted, it's in your walls, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's when, you do demo or construction and that shit gets airborne, then not fine. Mm-hmm. And if you were ever in the military, you were surrounded by asbestos your entire career because that's what we used to do. Yep. Why so many veterans have a lot of cancers. Because, let's see, the water in Camp Lejeune, not so good. Asbestos in every government building. It was built from the 40s through the early 60s. Yep. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, if you don't talk to your plumber for 20 years, he was a good plumber.
True.
Yep, indeed.
I was like, we had our family room redone. There was like this little tiny space, and there was something wrong, and the company I used had this like little guy. There was always you always find there's a little guy on every plumbing crew. Man, those dudes he was like, no, I'll get it, and he just like crawled up into the wall,
Yeah.
man, and fixed the shit. I was like, God damn. Anyone else is like, you got to cut it all out, but we don't actually fix that. Then you have
Yeah,
to
no.
hire a carpenter to come. This dude just crawled up 2 stories through the wall joists and fixed it. I was like, God,
Yeah, so many
damn,
people,
I
they
love
don't
you.
understand that. They have to get their house repiped, and they come in, and the plumbers are happy to repipe your house, and then they go, all right, here's our bill, see ya. And they're like,
And you're
wait a
like,
minute.
but it's a
I
mess.
don't have any
I'm
walls. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah?
That's,
Your pipes
call the
work, though.
wall- Yeah, call the wall guy.
yeah. Now, I can't recommend that, Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, shredded wheat is better. Just saying. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that's
are.
the worst. Well, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you didn't know.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, again, it was everywhere because it was a wonderful material until they found out it wasn't.
Preston, were you could you walk on stilts? Could you do the stilt walk? I always thought that was cool.
Yeah.
The guy coming to do, your ceiling, and he's just cruising around your house on stilts.
What's in it, Hugh?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I've not heard of that stuff, but I don't live in Scotland, so. All right. Well, I am jonesing for another tune from our friend Gary Hub. So, you know, we're gonna play, get 3 or 4 in. So let me crank.
And just so everyone knows, the featured artist comes from the weekly chat. So one of you people.
Yeah, one of you guys is next week. Don't know who.
We generally try to decide right after the end of the show.
All right.
We've had Hugh. We've had Camellia.
Yep.
We had Rainfield.
Yep.
Now Gary Hubs.
Yep. And guys, it's up. It's happening. We might as well go for it. I am pleased to present the song that you saw premiered on Jade's show earlier today from our friend Gary's Hub. His latest, his greatest. This kicks some A. Dead Again from Gary Hubs.
Pressure.
Yeah. See, I played that one because that one just doesn't get played as much as some of his other stuff. That's a cool song, though.
I'm happy
Heavy
because
AF.
I'm happy because I'm gonna have the last song, and it's like one
Yeah.
of my favorites from Gary.
Good. All right. Well, that was
Very good. Yeah, no, it's good to play a little bit more music, especially from.
Yeah,
From the
again, that's
salts
why
of
we
hidden-
started to feature because again, we've got a lot of cool artists that hang out in our chat, and we just want to give them a little love. They're people
And
that we
we
listen
were
to.
also like, we don't want to infringe on what other people do. But
Yeah.
we wanted to try to do something different. And we were like, nobody just plays one artist, so let's do that. So
Yeah,
yeah, we like that. And it kind of makes it fun for us too, because after we pick who are going to play, then we each go to their channel to find so it lets us rehash our friends, more too.
Yes,
So we go
stuff
and
that we
check out the
dig.
channels. Yeah.
and
Mhm. So
presumably
it's fun.
you guys dig as well. So yeah,
Of course everyone digs. We're all diggers.
yes.
I'm a digger. Wouldn't you like to be a digger too?
All right. Well, here
So
we go.
Chad and I were having a conversation earlier
Dave
this
liked
week.
it.
And we figured we was like, let's start testing the waters with people, what they think. So Chad and I were talking about, he and I are big movie buffs. 2 hours with a good movie is a very good time for me. And I
Yeah.
was talking about, my wife is in a book club and she still gets together with her girlfriends and wine, always wine. And they talk about
Yeah.
books. I'm like, why don't we do a live, kind of like a movie club, like maybe like once a month we all meet and like we'll all pick together. Here's the movie we're gonna watch for next time, and then the next time we have a panel show, and it's all about this one movie,
Right.
And I was like, we could do like a wheel. What genre kind of movie? Is it going to be an oldies movie? Is it going to be an action flick? Is it going to be a drama or some Korean horror movie or something like that? And then we all meet the next time and totally like go over like the movie in detail. I geek out about movies. I love like good directors and cinematographers and the music and stuff. So.
Yeah.
We'd like to know if that interests people. That's something we're thinking of doing, and make it like a cool panel show, like maybe multi-stream it or whatnot, or not a constant thing, but it'd be just like a fun thing to do every once in a
Yeah,
while.
just a special.
So, Hugh's already in. Look at that.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
So we have one. That's enough.
There's one. Yeah, and again, we all love movies, right? So I think it would be fun. And
Well,
of course,
you really don't.
Chad-
You're not a big movie watcher. You said.
Oh, I am old movie. Modern movies. No, I seldom go to movies now. I probably have seen 5 movies in the last 7 or 8 years. I just don't
Kurt's
go out
just
to movies
down.
anymore. But
Okay.
I like a lot of movies, and especially I like older ones. And when I say older movies, I love movies from the 50s and the 60s, and classics from. So I'll get on the movie channel, and they'll have a film festival of some sort, and I'll geek out over some of those old movies.
Yeah, I go like kind of cross this. I just like good movies. It's all dependent on just if it's made well. But my wife is the avid movie fan, and she is the official movie picker. So that's like one of her joys. Like she'll go through and all these indie websites, and she go, "Okay, here's the list of movies I have that we could choose from." And she's a very good movie picker. So
There you
it's a
go.
lot of fun. Up, pay me.
Yeah. Be kind, rewind.
Blockbuster. Remember that.
Yeah. Like movies, be a lot cooler if you did. All right. That was a very weak Matthew McConaughey impersonation. That was back before everybody knew who he was and knew he was a weirdo. He's a very
I mean,
handsome.
he's an
weirdo,
actor.
but-
How do you not know he's a weirdo?
Well, again, it's Hollywood, so you know he's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be. You have to be weird to be in that business. You just, comes with the territory. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend to be somebody else for months out of my life, and yeah, an odd job, but
Well, the real odd ones are those method people who
yes,
live the part the whole time. Like, chill the hell out.
and
you
it's
know?
funny because on some levels, I really appreciate their dedication to the craft, but
And
I
then
honestly-
then you find it so stupid and kind of like it's
Yeah.
almost a little it's way too narcissistic to think that
yeah,
like this country or maybe the whole world, we are so into our entertainment,
yeah.
like a little too much, and then when you have an entertainer take it like a little too serious,
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm with you. See, I really appreciate the actors that are not that kind. It's like, they're playing this character and everything, and the director yells cut, and they just go back to being normal then.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
You know what?
a
I
guy that can
appreciate
go back
I
and forth.
appreciate the people of movies that they bounce around. Like not the leading people, the supporting actors, are my favorite because they play numerous. Like every part they play is different.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got
like
range.
superstars because once you become a superstar, you're always you, and the movies tail it around that. That's not very interesting.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I like actors who have a lot of range. Like, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
like Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates has done everything from just
Mm-hmm.
comedy to serious horror and everything in between, and she is just great at her craft.
Right.
Those kind of people I really dig.
I wish I can call up a name. Oh, what the guy with the Paul Giamatti? Is that him?
Oh, Giamatti he's another guy.
phenomenal.
He's played everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's phenomenal.
yeah. He's a great, great actor.
Yeah.
Chad can help me with the name, but
Tom
the,
Purcell. How you doing, pal? Good to see you.
Yeah, the guy that died, he had 3 names, and I can't think of one of
The guy who hung himself.
I'm picturing it, and Tad used him as
Yeah, he was in. I think you're talking about the guy. He was in.
This is not good entertainment. I apologize, folks.
I know. God, I
Doggone
freaking love the movie. It was like
Seymour,
porno
Philip
movie.
Seymour.
Yes, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Hoffman, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the two of us, we were able to come up with the 3 names. Man, that dude was a great actor.
Yeah.
Intense, but
What was the name of that stupid movie? Like it was Mark Wahlberg played like a porn star. I don't remember, but the part that Philip Seymour Hoffman played, he was just like this, like a cameraman or the guy who held the mic at the porn movie.
he was a
He was
gaffer.
so cool. Yeah, it was a gaffer, something like that.
Okay.
Damn, I can't remember the name of the
Yeah,
stupid movie.
he was good. He had a lot of range and did a lot of diverse roles.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he did an action movie. Action movies are where actors go to die.
Here we go. Boogie Nights. Thank
Boogie
you.
Nights. Oh my God, I love that friggin' movie.
Yeah, and you know what? You're exactly right, Dogpaw, and fuck you.
The-
I admitted it that I was gagging there. Yeah.
we should do a community collab and remake Feel the Heat. That song he's like when he was like, I'm gonna become a rock star. Don't remember, Chris.
Is that the one where he's like the kind of the Ripper Owen character, joins the band and then replaces a popular singer?
Oh no, that's Rockstar. That's
Rockstar. That was a great movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
and then walks away from it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Didn't realize it was going to be a good movie, but it was so cool. Yeah, and it was
that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was totally a ripoff. I mean, of reality.
Yeah, well, I mean, again.
And the woman from Friends was in it. Jennifer Aniston.
Who, again, she's terrific. Does a lot of things. She's very funny, but, she's a serious actress, too. I like her a lot. I think she does some pretty good stuff.
She's gotten better with age.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. She's always been a good-looking woman, but, she's, I think, in her early 50s now, and she looks great. Good for her.
Yeah, not just for the way she looks, but the way the movie she plays. Plays a nurse. Pretend not.
that I think Lord Spike had fun writing that. I had fun reading it.
He has a word of the day calendar, and he's like, I have to get 3 more in before the bell tolls.
The 365 thesaurus. Here's a new word.
I bought a chord calendar, a guitar chord calendar.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was looking at something.
Like right now I have D flat 9. That's the chord.
Okay. Yeah. I was looking at one, and it's a slide thing that, it depending on what key you're in, it gives you like some of the notes to try for chord progressions and everything. I thought this might be fun. I haven't bought it yet because I think about
it's that thing you have to go like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it slides in and out, and it looks like it might be, if I get stuck on something. Usually, I just go, all right, here, and then I sing until I find the note that I want. Go,
what is it? You just mentioned Ben Stiller. I was cleaning the house one day, and I had like sometimes I don't want music. I just want to hear stuff in the background.
Right.
So I put on Dodgeball, and I sat there the entire time. I love that movie. That is one of the funniest damn movies
Dodgeball
ever.
is fantastic.
I love Dodgeball.
Yeah.
The 4 D's of Dodgeball. Duck, dive,
5.
dodge, duck.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Oh, so good.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan.
With St. Patrick's Day coming up, we should all lift a wee dram to Patches O'Houlihan, a great American sportsman.
So silly, man.
Yeah, funny. But those kind of movies, the offbeat ones, like the satire ones. Did you ever see Best in Show?
Oh my God, it's hysterical.
Exactly.
It's so damn funny. Yeah.
Love that. And that was that crew. Christopher Guest and all those people did a bunch of those kind of movies. Of course, the Spinal Tap, which we are all familiar with. Best in Show, which was, man, the one couple when they lost the dog toy. Where's the dog toy? And they're tearing up the hotel room. A scream, funny one. And then they did the one with the folk singers, A Mighty Wind. Remember that one?
A Mighty Wind?
A Mighty Wind. And kind of that same idea. It was like Spinal Tap, but it was with folk singers. And, again, it had kind of that satire, and it was like a dry documentary, but, yeah. If you haven't seen that one, you might want to find that one. It's pretty good.
My 3 favorite comedy movies. See, that'd be hard. Spinal Tap would be one of them because it's so relatable to me. The Dodgeball obviously would have to be one. And maybe Tropic Thunder. Because it was made like a big action movie. I mean, and just the part that Robert Downing Jr. played.
No, there's a guy, he's a great actor.
Oh my God, he was so great, and everyone was so pissed him in the movie. And then when Jack Black did the platoon, no!
Yeah.
That movie was so damn hysterical.
Well, and an
You
American,
never go full retard. Everybody knows.
an American playing an Australian white guy playing a black guy.
Yeah,
Amer-
and
I
just
mean-
all the little movie cuts they made, like all the stupid movies, and he was like the forbidden priest, and the guy
Yeah.
with all his booty juice commercials. I mean, so damn funny, but it was filmed like it was serious, you know.
Yeah.
So right now, though, those would be my three favorite.
For me, pretty easy. Blazing Saddles, hands down. Young Frankenstein. And then for third place, there are so many. Probably Dodgeball would be in there. Spinal Tap. There's just so many that kind of are, for me, very close. If
Yeah.
they're on TV,
Hey, Pendar.
I'm watching them, no question. So, man, if that's my definition, Happy Gilmore. A
Happy
dumb
Gilmore's
movie,
really, yeah.
but it's a great movie. It's a great
You know-
dumb movie.
You know what's really hard to pick is because nobody takes comedy movies serious to think about their favorites like,
Yeah.
and it's so hard to make a damn funny movie.
Yes.
You know, like a consistently funny movie. Like there's something about Mary that's hysterical.
That's a good one. And here's one. And I'm not sure I really care for Jim Carrey. I loathe the Ace Ventura movies. Hated them. Didn't like The Mask. But he did a movie, Me, Myself, and Irene, where he plays the
that was a good-
Connecticut trooper. Renee Zellweger was in it. And then his sons, the three really heavy black guys, were hysterical. That movie was pretty good.
You know what? Now we're going, but Ian, you know, God,
Airplane. Oh my God. what a
Airplane was
classic.
great, but the Naked Gun, oh my God, I lost my shit. That was so damn good.
Leslie Nielsen is, and you probably saw that Liam Nielsen is now thinking about doing those roles and going from serious, I have a particular set of skills, going from that to playing the straight guy and I can totally see it. I think he's going to be great.
Liam Neeson is like, to me, the poster child. Like I said, actors go to die doing action movies. Like, here's a paycheck. All right.
Yeah.
He is like the
Did 'em.
king of that.
Yeah, and now he's like, I'm going to do something different. And it's like, yeah, go for it, man. Because I think he would be, in that deadpan role, I think he would be amazing.
Yeah, it's actually a really hard job. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's his name from Naked Gun did so damn good, being the one serious person.
Yeah, Leslie
amongst-
Nielsen.
Yeah, Leslie. Yeah, amongst it all.
He was great. And stop
Oh,
calling
he's
me
from
Shirley.
Iris.
I mean, he was the best. And then, of
I
course,
just
led to
know
the
what I
police
like
squads.
about that movie is all those little scenes, like when they're on the dock and you see the chalk outline in the water.
Yeah.
It's like they were just sitting around a table bullshitting.
Laughing at, this will be
Exactly.
funny.
And it's like that's 100% how the movie was made, with all these stupid
Absolutely.
ideas,
Yeah, and you're right. This,
Yeah, that was really funny.
the TV show, yeah.
TV
and
show.
I mean, yeah,
Man, that's
OJ
going
was
back so
hilarious until he started killing people.
Wait, those are your favorite comedies, man, musician? RoboCop, Total Recall, Blade Runner. Obviously not
Okay.
comedies, but
That,
no, they're all good movies. I wouldn't say I was a huge RoboCop fan. Total Recall is awesome.
Yeah, it's good. RoboCop, it was an interesting for its time.
Yeah.
It raised some interesting questions. Was a great movie.
There we go. Shawshank Redemption, Kurt. One of my all-time favorite movies. I friggin' love the dialogue in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Yeah, The Green Mile, strong.
Green
strong
Mile's very
movie.
good, yeah. The Outsiders, eh.
It's all right. I mean, you had all those
Actually-
young actors.
Two of my all-time favorite, well, actually my three all-time favorite movies for different reasons. Shawshank Redemption, The Hunt for Red October. I could watch that movie every single day of my life just for the opening scene when they have Sean Connery muttering in Russian. And, you know, he's a huge actor who's like, I'm not going to speak Russian this whole movie.
Yeah.
And they put the camera and it just becomes English. That is now Russian. You know, I'm like, you have to be such a superstar for people to go, okay, that's how we're going to handle this.
Yeah.
But that's it. The dialogue in that movie is amazing.
Especially Connery with his accent. I mean, yeah.
And
it was
then
amazing.
for a totally different reason, The Day After Tomorrow.
That was a good movie. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. There's a bunch of good ones listed here. Now, Dave has pointed up one. This was an underrated movie, and this was an early rock movie. This was a damn good movie. And then the other actor, whose name I can't think of, who was hot stuff for a minute and then has dropped off the face of the planet. But that was a good movie.
The Rock was very good in his movies. I think John Cena is outdoing him in
Could be.
the silly comedies. He's really funny in the movies.
Again, I don't watch movies anymore. I haven't seen one he's done. I have thoughts on this, Lord Spike, which I'm going to keep to myself. But yeah. Behind Enemy Lines. Ooh, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
was that the
what
one
a
with
great
the
movie.
German and the Russian snipers?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Or is that Enemy at the Gates? It's called Enemy
No, that's
at
all
the
right.
Gates.
That's Enemy at the Gates. But, that movie
Wait, then
was
what's
great.
behind Enemy at the Line? So that I'm not sure about. I'm thinking
I'm Googling that shit. Because
Yeah.
I recognize the name, and I think that's a great movie, too. But,
Enemy at the Gates is way up there for me too. That's a really good movie.
yeah, Behind Enemy. Yeah, it comes up Behind Blue Eyes. I like that.
I loved Apocalypto. I couldn't put it in my favorites. It was a great movie to watch stoned. It's so visual. But there is no dialogue in the movie. It makes it a little difficult to really put high up.
Oh, I do remember this one. Yeah, this was Owen Wilson and Gene Hackman. And Wilson's a pilot and shot down behind enemy lines there.
Okay.
Trying to save him and during the Bosnian War. So, yeah. That was a good movie.
There's another one. This is another one of my favorites. Who just put it up?
This one?
No. That's a great. I mean, that's when I was talking. That's what it's. No, it's not Gene Hackman, is it? It's.
Enemy of the State. But
Enemy. I'm sorry, Enemy of the State. No, who just said Saving Private Ryan?
Lord Spike.
Lord Spike, the best World War II reenactment ever, just for the way it puts you in the middle of the battles.
Oh, the beach scene, yeah.
The storyline, it's a little, but it is filmed so good. You really get a sense. I mean, it's kind of stupid to say, but you really feel like you are in it. And I loved how the Germans spoke German throughout the whole movie. You never understood them.
Yes.
I thought that was really done
well.
really
Unless you speak a little German, which I caught some of the words. But yeah.
Training Day, no, I wouldn't put it up.
I like that because...
That's Wesley, right? Wesley?
No. That's... God, I have got
the other
brain
one.
Fade. Yeah.
The other one. Damn, what's his name?
He's the...
Yeah.
Here we go again.
He's huge.
God, I know.
Huge.
He's
really
a huge
big.
star, and he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he plays good character. What was great about that is he played a total asshole. It was completely out of character for him. And
God.
Denzel Washington. Thank you.
Denzel, okay.
I don't know what is wrong with my brain. I can't think of any actors' names tonight, but Denzel Washington, he's got those other movies where he, he's the mild-mannered guy and avenges people who are wronged. I love that series. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was such a douche in Training Day. My goodness.
Pendar, I watch Band of Brothers every June 6th.
Yeah.
It is phenomenal. It is, it's really the real Saving Private Ryan. And
Yes.
my mother, after she left my father, married one of the original guys from Band of Brothers. Like my mother has pictures with Tom Hanks and all the actors. I have all this stuff from her. He was one of the actual Band of Brother dudes, that he wasn't featured in the movie, but he was in that unit. Like I have all those medals and shit like that. I'm gonna donate it all to the Purple Heart Museum, but I have a picture off to the side, and it's signed by the actors who played the people and the actual people, like
Yeah, that's cool.
Colonel Winters, and they were all on the premieres, and I have this painting, and they've all signed it.
Nice. I'm going to highlight another one.
Glengarry Ken Ross. Oh,
just so I
what a
could do
good
the joke.
movie.
Those numbers, those are rookie numbers. You gotta put
That
those
is a
up,
good movie.
AB's always be closing.
I mean, for a movie that takes place in a rectangle,
Yeah, no, it was that was pretty strong. I mean, think of all the memorable lines from that one. What, second place you get a fucking set of knives. Third place you're fired.
Yeah, that's a great
Great movie.
Great movie.
Empire of the Sun, great movie. Well done.
I don't know if I remember that one offhand.
Yeah, it's Japanese prison camp. It's very intense. It's a great movie.
Full Metal Jacket is phenomenal for a different reason, because it really is two completely different movies.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, it is schizophrenic. It really
Well,
is.
so here's what happened. I mean, from the story I heard, the guy who plays the drill instructor, right?
Yeah.
He was originally hired to be the military consultant.
Consultant, Arlie
And
Ermey.
the actor who played his part just did the job so bad that he started doing it himself. And the problem is he was so phenomenally good at what he did that he just stole the entire movie. So once he
Yes.
was out of the movie, it's a completely different movie,
Yeah, Arlie Ermey was absolutely fantastic in that. He wanted the role, and he would show up in uniform, and
Yeah.
he was amazing. And then there was a comedy that he's in, and he plays an intense character who's their old football coach. And I don't know the actor, I don't know the plot line. I just remember him being a wacko ex-football coach who's, kidnapping people and everything because he was so hilarious at it. But he brought that same kind of intensity as the drill sergeant in a comedy, and it was classic.
That's very true, Kurt. It's a different look at war.
Yeah.
I try my hardest to always look at war as them being heroes and not, just because it's a lot to do. I try to give. It's an intense situation,
Yeah.
and a lot of wrong things happen that maybe you could have helped but can't help. So
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Sherlock Holmes movies are great. The
Basil
old
Rathbone?
Basil
Yeah.
Rathbone, yeah.
Yes.
Those, I mean, he is Sherlock Holmes.
That's Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
Yeah, I love his. Like when what's the British BBC
Yes.
did all the stories. He is by far the best Sherlock.
Now, I
Holmes.
will say, we mentioned Robert Downey Jr. earlier. Remember, he did the remake. I
Yeah.
liked that movie. I liked
not-
what he
I
did
not
with it.
like it. No, I didn't like it.
I didn't like Watson in that movie, but I liked what Robert Downey did with it. Because that's why movies are movies. We can all have different
Star Trek,
interpretations.
Moriarty became a holodeck villain that took over the entire ship, and he was a good the guy who played Moriarty in Star Trek was really good.
Yep, indeed. All right. Let's see.
Braveheart, very good movie.
Yep.
Obviously.
Freedom!
Oh wait, are you? You're joking? No, it was a really good movie.
Yeah, now, Preston's right on this one. I love Das Boot. Yeah, in German with the subtitles. Yep. Great movie.
I am not a lover of subtitle movies, but there were two movies in particular I watched. One was, oh God, I can't remember the name. It was a World War II movie. Something about Happy was Italian. And when it was all about a dad trying to protect his son from like the horrors of concentration camps. Something, I think it had Happy in the name. I'm not
That's
sure.
not ringing
though.
a bell.
Can anybody help me?
Help Dom out.
It was huge. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but that was all in subtitles. Loved it. And then there was another movie called Stoning some Arabic woman's name. That was super phenomenal, and I was glued to it. Really?
Got Dom's attention.
I would like to see that. I've done some Star Trek spoofs in my day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we've done this about 4 or 5 times tonight. We can't remember the actor of the movie, but dadgummit.
It's definitely called Happy is something like that. I know I have to look it up.
I was reading this, and Last American Virgin, I read that as, American Beauty, which I hated. I loathed that movie. Kevin Spacey, creepy guy, shocker. He always plays creepy guys because he's a creepy guy in real life. Not a stretch for him. He's a method actor, and it's just, I'll play myself, and I'm an asshole. See, I got his name down. All right. Yeah, sci-fi is good. I'm a fan of most of it. Those early sci-fi, the original Blade Runner, and basically anything that Philip K. Dick wrote that got converted into a movie is usually pretty strong.
I'm a big sci-fi fan, but sometimes, like, my wife always laughs at me. She's like, "You're watching another space soap opera." A lot of them become that.
Yeah.
Comedy. Life is Beautiful. That's what it was called. Life is Beautiful. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah. Oh, that is
phenomenal movie.
Oh, yeah.
So intense because it was totally a war movie, but it was not about the movie. It was
Right.
about how the dad was protecting his son. And no, it's a game. It's a game. Oh my God, it was amazing.
Well, that is one of those foreign films that actually registered with the Americans, and yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
That was a very intense, good movie. Okay, and I'm glad you were able to find it.
I actually didn't find it. I was looking for it, but then it popped in.
Then
my
it popped
head.
into your head. Yeah, that's how that works.
And the other one was called A Stoning of Sonia Mayor or something like that. It's about an
Okay.
Arabic woman who was
I'm not familiar with that
stoned
one.
to death.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, this was pretty good. Yeah, I agree. That's where they're two basically space fighter pilots who end up crashing on the same planet and got to get along to survive.
Excuse me.
That was pretty good.
What was Chronicles of Riddick? With Vin Diesel?
That's with Vin Diesel.
That was a really good one.
That was surprisingly. That's back when you kind of watch the movie and go, "Oh, Diesel can act a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, good. Didn't know that."
Well, I
before.
think, if I'm not mistaken, that was like a video game first. That may be one of the
Probably.
first movies made about a video
be.
game. And the movie was actually really good. I'm gonna have to add that to
Yeah,
my
you got to check that
list.
one out. Yeah, you'll like it. Yeah, he was. He was Robin
So
Williams.
something tells me, just from this whole conversation, that this would be a good idea for a show.
I think you've got your answer there, Don.
Yeah.
Chad must have gone to bed because I would think he would have been all over it, but
I will report to him tomorrow.
that's right. Report in.
Yeah, I mean, movies is like the best 2 hours you can do nothing and be taken away, you know?
Yeah, well, that's why movies have always been great, and it would be nice if.
And I love anything. If I know a movie is based on real life, I'll watch it no matter what. Recently watched Napoleon. It was really good. Didn't need to be that long. You could have edited that shit down. All we care
That
about is
guy.
his battles.
Yeah, again, we talk about actors. That dude is intense.
Yeah.
He's a very good actor, but he's.
Yeah. I don't think I would get
he's-
along too well.
He's a method guy. He's pretty intense. Mm-hmm. And did you see Joker?
Oh, Warhorse. Warhorse was really good, Ian. Sorry, Chris.
No, that's fine.
Warhorse was very good.
Okay,
were you
yeah. I
saying?
don't think I saw it. Well, did you see Joker that he did?
Yeah.
His take
Oh,
on
it was
it.
great, man.
Again, it just
Great.
it was
Dark.
It was unexpected. Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
was it dark? And just like wow, the one scene where he kills the one guy and he lets his dwarf friend go, and because he was
Yeah.
nice to him, and like Jesus, that was.
Well, the part he played on that was so like it really turned the tables. The only time I ever saw
Yeah.
anything like it, I don't know if it was a book. I think it was a book. Has anyone ever seen the Broadway play Wicked?
No, we tried to get tickets and couldn't.
The story of Wicked, I mean, after you finish watching it, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I hated the Wicked Witch so much.
Yeah,
This
perspective,
poor-
right?
I mean, the way it shifts perspectives on you, you just leave you like, I no longer, I don't know what to believe anymore. It's like, it's so good the way they do it, I mean, you're talking about one of the most iconic evil characters of all time, and way worse than Darth Vader, And this play just totally blew your mind about what you ever thought about her. So, like, that's really well done.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
That would be
Yeah.
a great movie.
Yeah, that's up there. Well, now have they not done the movie?
I'm not sure.
I thought they were going. Maybe
I'm
they
just
were either
trying to
going
be
to
all
or.
snooty to say I went to a Broadway show once.
theater.
For theater. And I brought
Yeah.
some Grey Poupon.
In my limousine. Yeah.
That used to be every year. My wife and I, that was one of her Christmas presents. My wife
Sure.
does not want gifts. She said, I want experiences.
Experiences.
Yeah.
Bingo. That's my family has adopted that.
So one
That's
time
what
I said, okay, come watch him. Gonna go bang a hooker. There's experience. That did not happen.
I'm sorry. You wanted good experiences? Oh, you should have been more specific, honey.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I always thought that was that used to be a thing we did before COVID.
Yeah. Well, we're into it. I mean, again,
We're starting to get back out there.
83. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna give her? Because if we give her something,
Yeah.
we're gonna end up with it again at some point. So we take her to the theater. We take her to art museums. We do stuff like that for Christmas. And
I
Inglourious
did not
Bastards.
love Inglorious Bastards. I like the original better than
like
the
the-
remake, actually.
I like the premise. Yeah.
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 Gangs in New York. Oh my God, LSP. I hated that
Hardcore.
movie.
Yeah. I mean, again, it Daniel Day-Lewis, there again, another very intense actor who's done a lot of things, but
In
he's
the Name of My Father. That's a great movie. Gangs in New York. Oh,
yeah, right.
not great.
Yeah. Now, Kurt, South Park. There you go. And I mentioned that I went to Casa Bonita, right? The restaurant that Trey and Matt bought, and we had the time of our lives. It was fun. The food, meh. I will say it's a lot better than the dog food that restaurant used to serve back in the day. It's much better than that. But the experience was fabulous. Our waiter was fabulous. The cliff divers were fabulous. The mariachi band was fabulous. We had our picture taken with Cartman. Everything about it was kick ass and really fun. And now that we won the lottery and we went, they all of a sudden sent us 2 more emails. It's like, hey, you know what? We're open for lunch. You want to come back for lunch? And it's like, okay. Anyway, and it was a good time, and I appreciate those guys for buying a Denver institution and reviving it like that. They're good dudes.
That's
Big
cool.
fans of Matt and Trey.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the mariachis were good. They were good. They weren't your write it in mariachis. These were real mariachis, and they were bueno.
It's up there for me, Hugh. Yeah, that is one I love.
Yep.
I mean, I love all war movies. I love war movies. War movies, disaster movies.
Those are strong. I like a lot of them.
But not regular action movies.
I watched both the Kill Bill movies, and
They were.
right.
They were more. They weren't as good movies as the build up for them. Like, he had too much build. Like Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction are masterpieces of filmmaking. Kill Bill kind of just played off on what was already popular, kind of like they were. I mean, it was great. It wasn't as good. Dunkirk, I liked.
Yeah, that was
I don't
good.
love it. I mean, I love the story of Dunkirk. I wish they would have done more about. I wish they would have focused more on all the fishing boats that came to save these people. The movie wasn't phenomenal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
could have been
I thought
way
it was
better.
well done.
I mean,
but-
yeah, I know which one I really liked. I don't remember the name, but it was about the guy who was in World War II. He enlisted to and became a medic, but he refused to carry a weapon or fight or kill, and he single-handedly brought all these people down a cliff.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
remember the name.
I know the movie you're talking about.
But
Yeah,
it
he was
was-
a
it's-
conscientious objector in World War
Yeah,
II. And
it wasn't that long ago. That was a really good movie.
was a good movie.
I really liked that one a lot.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was based in the Pacific, and that was
Yes.
terrific. Yeah. So, yeah, Pete Johns, there's 2 for Ren and Stimpy. Again,
Yeah,
that
Pulp
was,
Fiction, Preston, is it's a friggin' masterpiece. It's so damn good.
Thank you for your input, Mike Shaner.
I definitely enjoyed
just remember
porn
when people
movies
in
more
porn
when there
movies
was
were
some
big.
kind of build-up, The build-up was always the best part.
I'm old enough to remember the porn movies that Ron Jeremy was starred in, and I'm like, why? This guy is fat and dumpy and yeah, whatever.
I'm not going to say it, but there's kind of one reason why he had a successful career in porn movies.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
right. I mean, there is some pizza. Hey, I don't know, Pete's still here. There are some things that are harsh. There's a lot of things I won't watch until after my kids are long
Yeah.
gone to sleep.
Yeah, it's too much of that crap in real life.
And I don't know if I can actually sit through Pulp Fiction again. Because I'm much older in my life, and
Yeah.
just the conversations that Samuel Jackson and John Travolta had together were like my favorite parts of the movie. Like when he was like, "I wash my hands before I pee."
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought that was great.
this has come across my feed a lot lately. Vincent was a complete schmuck. He fucked up everything he touched. He was a terrible hitman. Discuss. You know? Remember? I mean, the gun goes off. He kills the guy in the back seat.
Yeah.
You know? Damn near kills the woman he's supposed to look out for with the drugs. Almost gets him smoked in the one apartment because he doesn't check the bathroom, and the guy comes out blazing. He kind of sucked at his job. He was not very good.
Well, he didn't look like he was a very successful hitman.
No, he just.
Oh my God, this scene with I don't remember
Thanks for
the
coming,
actor's
Dave.
name. Who played? Take care, Dave. See you soon. Who played? The cleanup guy.
Yeah, that was classic.
We
you
need
know?
some blankets. We get the brains.
Yeah. It's like here's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction wasn't anywhere as near as violent as Reservoir Dogs. Some parts of Reservoir
Different
Dogs, I was like,
violence. Yeah.
this is kind of is making me feel weird.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what my favorite is kind of embarrassing for me to say, Pete. You know what my all-time favorite movie of John Travolta is? Man, I love the movie. I wanted this movie to be my life. Phenomenon.
Yes.
I fucking love that movie.
Not a huge Travolta fan. That
Oh,
movie
man.
was amazing.
I love that movie. It hit like all the emotional things in me.
Oh yeah. Now my wife would say, look, that the shaving scene where she's like cleaning him up was
Yeah,
like the most sensual thing she's ever seen on film.
Oh, it's such a good movie. What
Really?
was her name? She's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's-
The actress.
God, I can't think of her name.
Yeah, I can picture her, and I can't think of. Yeah, we're good with names.
Well, it was a long time ago. But
That's
she was
true.
in. She's in the. She's an American Horror. She was an American Horror Story for a long time, right? All right,
Maybe
so we have-
that's something I don't watch.
The
that.
problem is, I don't think I can spell phenomenon. There it is, 1985.
Yeah, correct. I mean, again, you're a hit man, and you just leave your
No,
gun
that's
sitting out
not-
there on the
that's wrong
dumper.
movie.
Come on, man.
That is definitely the wrong movie.
Although there was, and this was 5 or 6 years ago, but there was a FBI agent in a nightclub here in Denver and took a dump and just left his gun in the bathroom. So, so that wasn't ideal either.
Kira Sedgwick.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Just very, those two on screen had good chemistry.
Yeah. I love that movie, man.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And I never even realized that it was like that. It was was it like some kind of Christian movie or
No, it
something
was
like
just,
that?
no, it was
I think
one of
it
those.
was because then right after that he did he played Michael as a saint or
Yeah, the angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting movie too.
Mm.
Yeah, where he's kind of a broken angel. Yeah. Stuck in the middle.
Oh,
I
bad,
don't
yeah.
remember this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure I remember that. Stuck in the middle. I have to take notes.
Who's in that movie, Pete? I don't remember that one. I probably saw. I've seen most things, but sometimes I don't remember them.
Zombieland? Yes, very good. I like Zombieland.
What's not to like about those movies?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Where
I mean, talk
everybody's
about-
from
How
their
about
state.
buddy comedies? What's
Okay, how about
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? What a good
that? Was
movie.
pretty good.
That is
was-
a really
That's
funny
a good
movie.
buddy movie.
That's a very good buddy movie.
Schwarzenegger and DeVito in Twins.
Twids, yeah. It was good. I would,
buddy
it
movie.
didn't super appeal to me.
Yeah, that was just it was good because it was so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And I will say this. Now, the book, I far preferred the book to the movie. But having said that, that book was huge.
Yeah.
And the adaptation in the movie, given the limited time you have for that storytelling, was really, really well done. John Lithgow in that movie was fabulous. Robin Williams was fabulous. That was a great movie.
My biggest issue is I was never really a John Williams fan. I didn't like his stand up. I did like Good Will Hunting, but I had issues with Robin Williams.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pete, from Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Where they play Stuck in the Middle.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I was drawing a blank.
Is that the same scene when they can like burn the guy?
God, it's been so long since I've seen
Yeah,
that
I mean
movie.
it was extraordinarily violent, in a lot a lot of ways.
Well, it's long
Dumb and
enough
Dumber.
ago.
There we go. Hugh, Dumb and Dumber, great buddy comedy.
Didn't love that one. I don't know.
It's so silly.
Just didn't. It is, but I just didn't love that one. Yeah, this is how old that movie is, Pete. I was still playing hockey. And one of the teams in my league, everybody was, Mr. White, Mr. Black, Mr. They.
What do I got to be, Mr. Pink?
Yeah, Mr. Pink. Well, it's funny because the guy on that team who was Mr. Pink was the biggest asshole on that team.
There's the answer to the question before. Harvey Keitel played the cleanup guy in Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
To make him clean up the brain matter because he was one of the colors in Pulp Fiction. I mean, in Reservoir Dogs.
Yep. Yeah. Harvey Keitel, good actor. He's done a lot of good stuff.
Hugh, are you talking about the remake of 22 Jump Street? My wife and I watched that. Damn, Chris, we're a clicking war. My wife and I watched that expecting nothing and were hysterical, right? Is that the one where, is it Ice Cube or Ice Cube plays like the sergeant and like one of them is trying to date his daughters? Oh my God, we were in a riot. It was
Pretty
so
funny.
damn funny. And actually, and the follow-up was just as funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the TV show, but the movies were really funny, right?
The movies were well done.
That was with the actor who used to be fat and then got skinny.
Yeah.
Oh my God, one of the funniest movies.
Judd.
What the hell
what's
is?
his name?
What was the first movie he was in when he was a little fat kid? Oh, it was so damn funny.
Yep, I know the movie you're talking about.
I gotta think of the name because now I have to rewatch that. With the two guys who wrote the movie. Yeah, McLovin. Oh my God, McLovin, man.
Yeah, that whole movie.
Something with good in it. If we just type McLovin.
Super bad. Thank you, Chad.
Super bad.
Hugh.
What a good damn movie that was.
Yeah. Hey, Javel, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, Javel. We're talking movies now.
Yeah, we're
not
moving
talking
too fast.
food. We're talking movies.
All right. Trading Spaces was great because Dan Aykroyd was great, and the two old millionaire guys that set him up in there, they were great.
They said they would not have wanted, like, when they thought of the movie, like, those two guys were the only ones they wanted to play them.
Because they were perfect.
And they couldn't get them for, like, a long time until they finally agreed.
Yeah, and it revitalized their career. Now, this one.
Take care, Jeff.
Shaun
Thanks
of the
for stopping
Dead.
in. Shaun of the Dead. Phenomenal.
Love it.
Excellent. It's probably the first mock zombie movie.
Yes. Did you ever see the one that they did as a follow-up, Hot Fuzz?
Yeah, Hot Fuzz. It was nowhere near as good.
But it was funny because it was just those two together had great chemistry, and it was, I mean, the movie wasn't as good, but I love the premise.
Yeah, it was funny, but it was no Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead
is classic.
Beautiful.
Classic. So, yep. All right, let's see.
Oh,
all right, Jeff, be good.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Chris,
an old school. I mean, that came out when I was in college. That is an old movie.
My friend, Mr. Chris, I just noticed it's like after 1. I think I have to go too. I think we have to put an end to this.
I think you're right. Well, you've got our guest artist, our
Yes.
last song. So this movie discussion was fantastic. You people rock. And we will see you again.
Yeah, so I
next
think this
Thursday.
is going to be a good idea. if
Yeah, I
we
think,
do
yeah,
a
definitely.
movie club.
Gonna have to do a movie club every once in a
Look
while.
for it in the summer, folks.
Yep.
So,
And you guys can be guests.
yeah, I am. Yeah, but it will, more than guests, we're gonna have a panel.
That's
We'll
what I mean.
Talk about it, and guests all be on the same page. Kurt,
Yep.
thanks. I'm sorry to cut it real short, but I was so engrossed in the conversation that I realized it's after 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we have to work
And-
tomorrow.
Yeah, I still have to go to work in 6 hours. So, we're gonna say goodnight for now, and thanks for everyone who hung out with us. And we're gonna play one more Gary Hub song on the way out. And peace out, everyone, and we'll see you soon. And Chris, we've got next week. You have to make sure we always have time to do the upcoming weekend and review on
Yes.
what's coming up, because you're good with that. All right, take care, everybody. Here's Mr. Gary Hubs to play us out. This is one of my favorite songs, or one of the favorite things that Gary does, should I say. Share. Present. Share. Here we go.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, baby. Ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, then I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage and wax a jump like a candle. Dance! There should a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like poisonous mushrooms. Deadly! When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gangway. Better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Pressure! Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you. No man asked for. Under pressure, that burns a building down, splits a family in two, puts people on the streets. Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them, get quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat. With a souped up tempo, I'm on the roll, time to go solo, rolling. A 5.0 with the rag top down so my hair can flow. Curly's on standby, waiting to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by, kept on. Pursuing to the next stop, I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block is dead, Joe, so I continue to A1A, Beachfront Avenue. Girls were hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rockman lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shay with a gauge and Vanilla with a 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. Chumps at the ill cause I'm full of people. Gunshot rang out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells. Falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped to my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. Trying to get away before the jack was jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? Pass me up, confronted all the dope fiends. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out my hook while the DJ revolves it. Terror of knowing what the world is about. Watching some good friends drink. Let me out. Tomorrow, get me higher. Pressure on people on streets. Take heed, cause I'm a lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town, that curated all the bass sound. Enough to shake and kick holes in the ground through the styles like a chemical spill. Peaceful rhymes you can envision and feel. Conducted and formed, it's a hell of a concept. We make it hype, and you wanna step with this. Shape plays on the feet, sliced like a ninja, cut like a razor blade so fast. Other teachers say, damn, rhyme was a drug, I would sell it by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Magnetized by the mic while I kick my juice. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. break it.